Go. Everybody, welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host, Don Elmy, and joining me is one of my frequent viewers, Evan, also better known as DJ Evan C on the comments. And so, first of all, yes. And first of all, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and hope you're all enjoying a good day with your loved ones. And so, tonight, Valentine's Day special, I figured we cover what could arguably be the best Valentine's Day horror film, My Bloody Valentine, the original cult classic from 1981. Yeah. Oh, Jeremy just tuned in. Hey, Jeremy. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. And so, yeah, My Bloody Valentine released in the...
Hey, Jeremy. What's up?
Yes. Oh, yes. So, let's see. Yeah, My Bloody Valentine was released in... I'm sorry? I think there's like a feedback delay on this thing. But
I didn't say anything to you.
No.
What's going on?
I'm sorry. No, sorry. Like something was going on with my microphone, I think. Oh, let's see. I don't know if an actual Valentine's Day horror film, not one that's set on Valentine's.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are several examples of like Valentine's Day movies. This is like being the most famous one of all. Another one is Valentine, was released in 2001, which had David Boreanaz and Denise Richards. So, yeah, and like that's the thing. A lot of people on my channel keep saying I look like David Boreanaz.
Yeah, I heard of that. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Funny. And you know, I've heard of Valentine before, but I never actually watched it yet. But I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's decent.
And yes, My Bloody Valentine is a Canadian production.
Yeah, but Valentine, like it's basically the whole like concept of is like a man getting revenge on people who rejected him, and he wears a Cupid mask. So it's fairly unique. Oh, hello, Brad. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's see.
Here, sorry, hey, Brad, what's up?
Check the DVD that I do have. It is the original one. Oh, nice, Jeremy. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you for tuning in. And let's see. Kelly, happy Valentine's Day. And let's see. Love from the UK.
Nice to you, Kelly.
Yep. Hi, how are you both? Doing great. Yeah, like just celebrating the holiday with a cult classic. So, yeah, My Bloody Valentine.
Believe it or not, My Bloody Valentine is my favorite slasher, one of my all-time favorite slashers.
Oh, what is Valentine? What is your favorite?
Well, My Bloody Valentine is one of my all-time favorite slashers. My favorite since slashers is one of my favorite horror genres ever.
Oh, nice.
And yes, of course, it's a Canadian production, which is shot in and around the Sydney mines of Nova Scotia, which is only 10 hours from where I am if I ever left Prince Edward Island.
Oh, nice.
And yes, I am Canadian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And just to point that out.
Yeah,
I know. I didn't know that either until I looked it up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't know you were from Canada. So you're my first Canadian like guest on here. So and like you said, this is filmed in Canada, and it takes place in the official town of Valentine Bluffs, and which a town that is super crazy about celebrating Valentine's Day, like really obsessed with it. And I'm just thinking, so is this like the Valentine's Day version of Whoville? Yeah, I would say that for years.
The small town with a big heart like Valentine Bluffs, it's gonna celebrate Valentine's big.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's big.
Yeah, definitely. But so the film focuses on a killer that it is dressed in a miner outfit and is just going around knocking people dead with a pickaxe, and it's taking place like 20 years after an original killing spree, which was the result of a miner turned homicidal maniac. What was his name? Harry Warden. And
Harry Warden.
Everybody.
Yep. Yeah,
Harry Warden. Now, yep. And now everybody thinks he's back to continue what he had started 20 years previous. So yeah, this and this film was just like made around the time when, like I said, slashers were like huge in the 1980s. So yeah, like this was made about a year after Friday the 13th, and I imagine,
Yeah, because
excuse me.
Paramount Pictures is the distributor. It's the
Yeah, that's
distributor.
right. Yeah, Paramount Pictures, New Line Cinema, all these big Hollywood, all these big filmmaking industries have like been trying to take advantage of the slasher craze. And yeah, My Bloody Valentine did a fairly good with what it had at the time, as far as budgeting with actors. And I'm interested, and I found it out, interestingly enough, the mine scenes were actually filmed in like authentic mines, hundreds of feet underground. And I heard that they could only use like certain equipment down there because they were afraid of causing methane gas explosions. Those are no joke. Oh, here.
Well, we're controlling. Oh, one sec.
Hey, Jill.
Hi.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, Joe,
Happy
how you doing?
Valentine's. Sorry, I'm
Happy
running
Valentine's
late.
Day. So glad you're doing.
Right.
So
All
that-
good, Jill. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
I don't know how to turn off my notification things. I'm so sorry.
Just put that thing on mute, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, try putting it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it. I was saying to Jeremy before that I've done it one time and I didn't even know how I did it. So I'm like, as soon as I can figure out how to mute that, I'm going to do it. So
Okay. Hey, Jeremy, if you're watching this, yeah, let her know in the comments how to shut that off. Yeah.
I think I figured it out. I found a do not disturb notifications button. Yay!
Yeah, Jeremy, you might as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Jill, as you know, we're covering the original My Bloody Valentine. Yeah, like when just be clear, the original one, not the remake with Jensen Ackles from Supernatural.
Yeah, because they're two different storylines, right?
Yeah.
Very different.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the remake for like they decided to go with like a 3D approach.
The remake is actually pretty good.
Oh,
since because the timing between the original disaster and the original killings were only 10 years instead of 20.
Oh, okay. So they threw in a few minor changes.
And like Black Christmas and Halloween before it. Anyway, like Black Christmas and Halloween, My Bloody Valentine definitely takes place in a small Canadian mining town.
Mm-hmm.
No, that has high working class as miners instead of high school students.
Yeah, and like you said, it takes place in the
and it's got fucking amazing gore and bloodshed. Excuse my language.
It does. It's fine.
How it led to issues with the.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, like you said, it does have a good amount of violent content, especially the unrated cut.
It's also got amazing gore and bloodshed that can satisfy any horror fans, both major and minor.
Oh yeah, like especially like the uncut version that me and Nick and the guys watched on our Valentine's Day party, and it's like you could tell.
However, the MPAA reported 9 minutes of graphic footage from it upon its announcement.
Yeah. And the MPAA, they're always strict about these things. If they see like some gore that they don't like, they want you to cut that, to trim that out, and just release something that's like more that they consider appropriate. And but now I just love how we just re-release. Oh, I guess he's having connection issues.
Yeah, I noticed that his connection was going off.
Yeah, we were having trouble with that in the beginning. Like there was like a delay in his audio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Well, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I'm hoping he gets that fixed. I'm sure he'll get back on here soon.
You were talking about Nick's party that you guys watched this particular movie on, right?
Yep. Saturday, Nick always throws this Valentine's Day party like right the Saturday before Valentine's Day, and we cover we watched the original My Bloody Valentine because he has the uncut version that has all the extra blood and gore. You know, like you could tell because of how good little grainy it is. Oh, he just came back on. Hey, everything good?
Sorry about that. I had I had bad connection with the internet.
Hey, that's happened to me too.
Anyway.
So hey, you're all good.
Hey,
Anyway,
on topic. Yep. The MPAA butchered 9 minutes of graphic footage from it upon release. And it wasn't until 2009 that Lionsgate, who did up the remake, released the special edition of the movie with those minutes restored to it, which I got right here.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Nick has the exact same copy.
And to me, it's one of the best versions of the movie released on DVD and Blu-ray so far.
Oh yeah, like they threw in like the uncut version. Like you could tell like certain scenes were like part of the uncut version because they come off a little bit grainy. Like I guess like
good.
back in the time of the but like that.
And overall, I love it. It's got good stories.
Oh, I think your audio just cut out. Okay, yeah, and like I especially love that. They'll go like that. Craziest the part they had in the uncut version was like where he like takes the pickaxe and puts it right through the guy's chin, and the eye comes out, and oh man, it was just gruesome. Yeah,
I don't think I saw the uncut because I can only see whatever I watched it on something on TV. So.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The TV doesn't show the uncut version, but let's see. Yeah, his connection keeps cutting out. Oh man. Well, he'll have to do. I guess he'll just do it best with what he has. He'll come back on soon, I'm sure. Yeah, Nick is going to come on soon. Yeah, in case you're wondering, Jill, I don't think I mentioned this. Nick should be coming on soon. He's He's still doing a show on another podcast. Hopefully, he'll join us real soon.
All right.
But yeah, and Jill, like I was saying, the uncut version, like you could tell like certain scenes were like from the uncut because they come off like a grainy quality, like slightly grainy, and you could tell they were like thrown in like that. And I will say this, like there were some actors in this that I was not familiar with. Like there were like a few names that did sound like the only name that did sound familiar to me, but was not related to the actor is this guy. His last name was Affleck, but he's not related to Ben Affleck, I don't think.
Or Casey Affleck.
To the actor. This guy, his last name was Affleck, but he's not related to Ben Affleck.
Neil Affleck is his name.
Casey Affleck, yes, that's right. And Casey Affleck, he plays. I think he was playing Axel. Yeah, he was playing the role Axel in that, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly. Yeah, and and there, of course, there's like the conflict that emerges between two men and the main girl Sarah. You know, there's TJ who had just
what is his name?
Who had just come back into town. Hang on 1 second. Getting these updates like crazy. Sorry. So there's a conflict between TJ and Axel over a girl because TJ had left town it's very vaguely explained why he left town, but when he comes back, turns out that Sarah is with another man named Axel, and of course the two go to war with each other. So, tensions escalate throughout the film.
Yeah, they get into that scene where you could tell they're hanging out like chums, like friends, and then they're like, "Wait, we're both fighting over the same girl."
Well, it actually involves a love triangle between.
Yeah.
Over Sarah.
And, over Sarah. And what else was there?
It actually involves a love triangle.
Yep, it's pretty.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty much what it is. It's a love triangle. Yeah. Hey, oh no, we lost him again.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, here. Oh, Sarah said, no relation because of what's his name, Affleck, Neil Affleck. Yeah, like there is no relationship between him and Ben Affleck. So, oh man, I really hope he gets his internet situation sorted out. Because I hate for him to miss this. and well, so yeah, like the whole issue, the whole situation in My Bloody Valentine is oh wait, hang on. Wow.
No relation to them.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there was so this takes place like 20 years after a mining accident that had taken the lives of a lot of workers, and the only survivor was a man who was named what was it? Harry Warden, and he went on like a killing spree, killing off two of the supervisors who were in charge of the mine, and so he was committed to a psychiatric hospital. And they believe that he is the sheriff and the mayor. They believe that that Harry Warden had escaped after getting a Valentine's Day gift box that had an actual heart in it from a recent victim. So that just like he did in the after the events in the killing spree, he had boxed up the hearts of his victims. So, yep, they think Harry Warden is back, and that they're warning everybody that if you have another Valentine's Day dance, he's going to come and continue killing more, because he blames like the Valentine's dance from 20 years ago for the supervisors to rush out of the mine to get there and abandoning them. So. Okay, here Evan should be joining us back on in a minute.
And it just falls on the anniversary again of Valentine's Day when we're having the dance.
Well, it actually involves a love triangle. Yep. You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead. Oh, I think that's from my end. Hang on.
Yeah.
I think something's happening from my end.
Oh, Sarah.
Okay.
Said no
Never mind.
because of what's his name? Affleck.
I think Evan, you're replaying the feed.
Is that from my end? I don't think so.
I think it's Evan's feed is playing the.
I think your feed is
situation sorted out.
I think your feed is playing back on there. Yeah, because that's not my end.
Yeah, like the whole.
I'm gonna mute me.
The whole situation with My Bloody Valentine.
Let's see. No, it's not you, Jill. Here, you could unmute. You could unmute.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just testing it.
Okay. Yeah, Evan, I think it's coming from your end. For the playback. That noise. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like. They believe that Harry Warden has come back to continue what he had started 20 years ago. And yeah, like he warning everybody not to have a dance. Otherwise, he'll continue.
Yeah, it's probably my end. But
yeah, that's
my wife.
Oh, there he goes again. Oh, man. I feel bad. His Wi-Fi keeps cutting out like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, oh, here, let's catch up with the comments. I'm sorry. Here, we got to. Okay. To be fair, I think he was justified. So he's justified in killing two people. Like, yeah, I just disagree with you there, Sarah. Like, it's like, yes, it's wrong. It's messed up that they, ditch those guys in the mines. But for him to go on a killing spree like that, yeah, negligence. Oh, it's Evan's end. Yes, we believe that it is Evan's end. But yeah, so this basically like it's like everybody wants to have a dance to continue. Otherwise, Valentine's Day, the town, it's like the first time they would have a dance in like 20 years. So everybody, they got like so many different characters on here. It's like insane. Here, there's like this one character that stood out for me. Hang on, 1 second. There was this guy named I think was the actor's name Rob or was it the character? Hang on. Oh, Rob Stein. There's this character named John right here.
Yeah. I remember him.
Because the reason, to me, he looks like, what's funny, I was laughing when I look at his face, like his character, because it just looks like Jim Carrey had a love child with Molly Ringwald.
Yeah. He went back into the party to get more beers for him and his girl.
Yeah. Yeah, he just has that look to him. He looks like Jim Carrey to me with red hair.
Yeah, he does. I know. When I saw that scene, I was like, he looks familiar, but I couldn't place it. But now when you said that, it makes sense.
Yeah. Here, let me text Nick, see if he's able to join. Hang on.
And then David Wismer says, "Hey all." So hi, David.
Yeah. Hey, David. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, here. He reminds me of Ron Howard on Happy Days.
That's true.
That's kind of true. That's like Ron Howard meets Jim Carrey. That's what that is.
Yeah. He has that face, the familiar face. That's funny.
Yeah. Here, hang on 1 second.
Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Saturday,
Yeah.
what a day.
Classic show. I always remember the Fonz for that.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, the man who played the Fonz, he also played the principal in Scream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things I remember from like as far as like extra co-characters, like extra characters in that. Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
And yeah. So anyway, back to My Bloody Valentine. So yeah, one of the main ways like Harry Warden or this new killer, like the way he kills people is with the pickaxe. And yeah, like I said, the uncut. Oh wait, here. Here, DJ Evan C said, "I'm so sorry, guys. My Wi-Fi sucks, so I have to step down." Oh man, yeah. Hey, DJ Evan C, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Like, but hey, it was cool having you on, even if it was pretty brief. So
Nice meeting you.
yeah, it was great. It was great to see you on here. I'm yeah. Like again, I'm sorry that didn't work. The Wi-Fi wasn't agreeing with you. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day, my friend. Yeah. So yeah, like this new killer, like when I think like one of his one of his first victims that I really felt bad for was Mabel, who runs the laundromat. And
Yeah.
like she seemed like a nice lady who didn't deserve to die. So it's like, yeah, that one is what really struck me. Like
Yeah.
especially the way they found her body, like inside that washing machine. And oh
Yeah.
man,
I think it was a dryer.
washing machine or dryer. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would be the coolest principal ever. I gotta
He
look up his
would've.
name. Like, I gotta look up his name. I think it's Henry Winkler or something. Hang on. Yep, I was right. Henry Winkler. That's his name. It just came back to me. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's all right, guys. Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, it was great to have you on, DJ. And so, yeah, like when the way they found her body was like in that dryer, and those dryers get like extremely, extremely hot, and seeing all that burnt skin on her, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I guess he already murdered her and he threw her body in there so she wasn't found right away. But when he came into the laundromat to look for her, he was looking for her and he could smell something, I think. So he could smell death.
Yeah. Because I'm guessing he he had to have taken her out with the pickaxe and then threw her body in that dryer because oh god,
Mhm.
I like it's like a grisly picture, like burning someone to death inside of a dryer. Oh my god.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
But yes. And the fact that they had the extra footage of like her corpse just spinning around it and when they open the door, it's like that
Mhm.
like I said, the uncut version is brutal.
Mhm.
Absolutely brutal. Let's see. Mabel's death took me by surprise the first time I saw it. Oh yeah, it was messed up. And the fact that he always leaves the killer always leaves behind this note, like Valentine. Like one
Mhm.
I remember the last thing that said on there was it said one is dead and so are you, and then immediately pops up behind her, and then takes her out with that pickaxe.
Mhm.
The Netflix series You seems like a love horror series. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I've got to check that out because I've been staying caught up with The Last of Us. Amazing show, by the way.
Did you catch up?
Yeah. Yes, I'm all caught up. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I just caught up last night.
Oh yeah, Nick was asking me about why they aired the newest episode on a Saturday instead of a Sunday, and I have a good reason why. I have a good idea why. It's because of the Super Bowl. They were afraid that the Super Bowl would go on later on, and people wouldn't wouldn't be watching Last of Us. They'll be watching Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to have it early.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so far, like, man, that ending of that episode, man, that really, I was really shook by that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, my God. I mean, it's like, like the game is pretty brutal, but to actually see it acted out like live action, it just,
Yeah, they did
man,
a spectacular job with those endings.
oh yeah, they do. I mean, just this handful of episodes that we've had so far. I mean, to me, in my book, that show is already up there with Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad,
Mhm.
and Friends, some of the best
Mhm.
shows of all time. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
I like
We
it.
are, yeah, we are totally doing an episode as soon as the season is complete.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to. So, yeah, because all three of us are caught up on that. Yeah, so yeah, we got to do it. Yeah, but yeah, what is the ultimate stalker movie? Ooh, that's a good question. Scream is definitely one of them because the ghost face calling the people, pursuing them. Yeah, like that. Oh man. Let's see. Last of Us is great. Yes, it is. It is beyond great. It's amazing. It happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen. It'll happen thrice. Yes, that
Oh,
was
one
the
of the
second.
notes.
Yep, that is that is the second note that was given to the town folk after Mabel's
Mhm.
dead. So that's what led to them canceling the dance. So the movie just suddenly turned into Footloose.
Another great.
Another classic. Yeah. So yeah, no. So basically, no dance, no music. Yeah, it's become Footloose. And also, so this also kind of reminds me of like the Grinch, just because of how it takes place in a town that's obsessed with a holiday. Valentine Bluffs, obsessed with Valentine's Day. Something in this is like the Valentine's Day version of Whoville, you know. And
Mhm.
and now the celebration of that holiday has upset an evil being, and it's just going around doing the unthinkable. Only this time he takes it to a whole new level.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm just waiting for Brad to show up and talk about his ex-wife. Oh yeah, Brad, he's always constantly making jokes about his ex-wife. I'm expecting, yeah, it's bound to happen. Yeah, it was Footloose. Yep.
That's how much when you impact someone's life, that's all they do is talk about you.
Oh yeah, but me, that's not me. I've got. It's like sure, I've had a bad breakup like a couple of years ago, but I'm not talking about it on the podcast. You know, but
Yeah.
it's like whatever. I deserve better than her. That's all I got. That's all
Yeah.
there is. That's all I got to say. Anyway, so yeah, this and also I should mention. I forgot to mention. I was about to say a minute ago that they actually did recently release a horror version of The Grinch called The Mean One. I don't know if you've heard about it. It
I
has the guy who
have.
plays. Yeah, the guy who plays Art the Clown from Terrifier 1 and 2 is playing an evil Grinch, and I did a reaction video to the trailer for it. It's something you would have to see to believe. And people like all over people were like always asking me like, "Oh, when are you going to see that film?" It's going to be easier said than done to see it because because the nearest theater that was playing it got a very limited theaters playing it. The nearest one to me was about like 40 miles away. So yeah, that was
Oh
not going to
wow.
happen. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, theaters that were showing it were scarce. And yeah, if not that many people are showing it in theaters, I'm guessing it's one of those films that Hollywood did not have much faith in. That was this year. Yep.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't
the
think
Grinch just.
people they probably didn't think that it was going to be a whole lot of demand because it's like a horror version. So that might ruin it for a lot of people.
Yeah, ruined my childhood. Yeah, but Jim Carrey Grinch. Oh, speaking of, yeah, Sarah just pointed out that Jim Carrey is playing Grinch again, and
Mhm.
I'm just wondering what kind of direction they're going to go with it story wise. I mean, the Grinch Saved Christmas. His heart has gone through 3 sizes, and so what now? Something upsets Jim Carrey's Grinch again, and he just goes on another Christmas stealing rampage.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
wondering if there's going to be another like antagonist.
yeah, could be.
Or is
It's like,
there going to be a Grinch wife?
oh man,
That's what they should do.
yep. I like how Taylor Momsen, who played Cindy Lou in that, um, yeah, that was like her film debut. She grew up to star in, like, I think it was Gossip Girl. Yeah, she was starring that, and
Mhm.
also became the lead singer of the rock band Pretty Reckless. It's like a punk rock band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I first heard her voice at like the ending, like the end credits, the song that performed "Make Me Want to Die." I looked up her name and I was just like, and they said the actress who. And I looked at like her and her list of what she's been in. She played Cindy Lou, and I'm like, wait, that's her. I was like, what?
Yeah. I seen
Oh, here.
pictures of her when she was all grown up, and I was like,
Yep.
wow.
Hey, Tom. Thank you
Hi,
so
Tom.
much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been watching My Bloody Valentine the whole time. Oh, nice. It will turn out to be like Rocky Horror. Oh,
Not the Grinch, the mean one.
yeah, probably. He ends up having his heart explode. Oh, that's what happens in the mean one? Oh, spoiler.
Oh man.
Or maybe, like Jill said, there will be another bad guy and the Grinch will fight with the Who's against them. Could be. Could be. Your
Yeah.
guess is as good as mine. I just love the dedication Jim Carrey puts into his role. Like, he doesn't care if he has to sit like several hours in a makeup chair. It's like he wants to play a Grinch, he'll make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so back to My Bloody Valentine. So they go ahead and have this dance, despite the warnings, and then yeah, then the killer starts off his killing spree. Well, continues it on with it by introducing a guy to who was handling like all the hot dogs. Like, he had like this big pot. He was like handling hot dogs, and the killer was introducing him to a deadly game of Bob for hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like stuck his whole face into there. And like the effects of like the skin peeling off, just oh my god.
That was such a grotesque scene, and it's like, okay, it's already bad enough that it's like a pot full of hot dogs. You know?
Yeah, it was messed up. And let's see. That was let's see, who was that guy? Yeah, that was Dave. That was the character Dave. Yeah, like, yeah, think of this movie. There's so many characters, like so many like couples of one another. It's hard to keep track of like whose boyfriend was whose girlfriend was whose. Like, characters that are like shown very briefly in scenes. But yeah, and I want to say the guy. I should mention the crazy guy at the bar that they always hang out in, always warning them, saying Harry Warden is going to come back, all this stuff, and they always laugh at him. And oh, here, Don, you remember me, don't you? Oh, I think so. Wait, I think I do remember you. Your face looks familiar. I'm trying to. Let's see, David Weismer. It'll come back to me.
I remember when he was on a podcast interview that they had gone to Bachelor's Cemetery, and he was showing some footage of clips from the video from things that they captured on video. So I do remember that.
I'm starting to.
MPS.
It's coming back to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Midnight Paranormal Society. Yes. Yeah. I do remember you, David. But
yes, with Nick.
Oh, you're with Nick right now. Oh, nice. Oh, so you're on Nick is on your podcast. Okay, nice.
Yeah, he was talking to him with Nick that day.
Oh, sweet. Oh, here. DJ Evans says a boiled face is not better than hot dogs. It's just gross. Yeah. And what's even gross, what's even grosser? The fact that the killer threw the guy's heart inside the
Ew,
pie. So,
I know.
Yeah,
they fished out the heart.
Yeah. Now the hot dogs are definitely ruined. Now what are they going to have for dinner?
I'm just glad no one was like, "Oh, look, a heart. I'll have it."
13 years. He kidnapped Nick. Oh my god.
Uh,
Okay, what are your demands? What's the ransom? What? Have you eaten heart?
skirt steak. I've never tried it. I wouldn't know. I don't try anything like that.
Okay. I've never eaten somebody's. you're talking about an animal heart, right? Not an actual
Yeah.
human heart.
Probably beef or something.
Yeah. I imagine she was talking about like probably a cow's heart or some heart of an animal or heart of an animal or something. I've personally never done it. I know that some animal parts that are like delicacies in some places. Oh, Nick,
What's
Hey.
up, guys?
Nick, you finally
Nick.
joined us. Yes,
We were talking
finally.
about you.
I'm so sorry. I was on another show earlier that I had to come on to. It was actually kind of a last minute thing, which I'll explain a little bit later. But I'm here though.
Where is
Okay.
your Cupid arrow?
I wish I had one, but I didn't have. I couldn't. Don actually tried helping me out finding one, but we couldn't find it. Right, Don?
Right. And, yo, Nick, DJ Evan was on here with us earlier, but he kept having connection issues and he couldn't stay on. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, unfortunately.
How was? I mean, if I may ask, how was he while he was on the show?
He was
He
pretty
cut
cool.
out
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. But he's a pretty cool guy. You know, turns out he's from Canada. So we've had our first Canadian guest on here.
Awesome.
Yep.
What's going on, Dave? Good to see you.
Yeah, we were just talking about you before you jumped on.
What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about, let's see, the hot dog scene where the guy.
Oh, you sure that has anything to do with me?
Oh, and hearts. We were talking about eating hearts.
Pickled sauce in the house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. About hot dogs and also the fact that the killer put his victim, who he put his face in the hot dog boiling water, you know, bobbing for hot dogs, his
That was
heart
gruesome.
inside there. His heart was in there. He put his heart inside there. And I'm just like, come on, man. Now what are all those people going to have for dinner? Yeah, some people, I mean, really, some people out there are just inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was that guy's name? Dave.
I'm just going back to the credit, the comments. So wait, I was gonna say, Don, you should remember Dave.
Oh yeah, it's
Dave
just been a
Wisdom?
while.
Yeah, MPS Chicago. He's right.
Yeah, Midnight
He
Paranormal
said
Study,
13
yeah.
years ago.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
13
It
years.
was a long time ago. Oh yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh here, big old people.
Yeah, that's why
Yes.
I just reached out to. He's in the house. Full disclosure,
right.
it is so long since I have seen that movie. The movie that I forget a lot of it. Well, that's probably because you drink too much, Tom.
Well, and Don and Nick, didn't you guys just watch it Saturday at your party?
Yep.
We did. Yep, at your Valentine's Day party that you have every year.
It's although at one point we had a technical issue that was really irritating the hell out of me, though. We had to watch it differently because I don't have it with me right now because I brought it back up, but I have the full DVD copy, and we were using an extended DVD player because, in this day and age, most laptops, unfortunately, they got rid of that feature. So my laptop doesn't have that. So we had to use an extended one. And at one point I had to move it because guess what? Typical, I had to charge the laptop because I forgot to plug it in. So I started my way, bringing it over, and I got about halfway across, and all of a sudden the laptop started moving from the table when I was putting the plug into the wall, and the extended DVD player fell to the side, just started swinging back and forth, and that just messed things up. And I tried, and when I tried connecting it, it just how can you describe it, Don? It was like fast forwarding like that. It was just
it was messed up. Hey, that's why you got to be careful. Yeah, Nick, that's why you got to be careful when you walk around. We'll watch for the cords. Yeah,
and as a result, we had to watch it by other means, though. Let's just say it was a sight. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, nothing to do with drinking. It was 1981. I was 6 years old back then. Oh,
okay, all right.
He's saying that he forgot most of the movie because he was 6 at the time.
I'm kind of surprised he was able to see that movie at that age.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Where's Nick?
Yeah. And so anyway, yeah, we were talking about that, and I should bring up this one scene, the bar scene, where they first show that, where two guys are doing that knife game, that's in between the fingers.
Have you guys done that before?
Nope.
No.
No.
You could not pay me.
Never gonna happen. That
no,
is,
you
and before anybody says in the comments, no, we're not going to do something like that also on the show either.
no.
I
no,
think
you
I've
cannot-
tried it.
don't.
You have?
No. You just know you cannot pay me enough to do it.
Oh, I gotta ask Joe, what did you do to yourself?
I don't know what I was thinking. You just do dumb things sometimes, and it's one of those things. I remember doing something dumb.
Yeah. But, thing is, when they filmed that scene, they obviously had to use fake hands, but I guess they didn't anticipate the fact that video quality can be improved over the years. So now, if you watch this in like high definition, you can tell those hands are fake.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
You can see they were like dummy hands almost.
yeah,
Mhm.
and the most famous scene that I know of that has done that knife game was in Aliens when Lance Henriksen was doing that to Bill Paxton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like freaking out. He's like screams like ah.
Hey, only an android that's Lance Henriksen played in that movie would have that kind of accuracy. Yeah, you try this in real life, then at the rate that he did it, the speed, then no, you're getting cut somewhere.
I would have said, Don, if this was an android, would you still do it then?
I don't know. What if it glitches?
You got me there.
Yeah. After seeing the movie Megan, I'm taking no chances.
See, Tom here says, I've been watching horror since as far back as my memory goes. I can remember being 2. So quite a while since I just turned 48 a week ago.
Yeah, I think I was 5 with my first horror that I can remember. So 6.
Yeah. Oh, here, Happy the Barber's death was the best kill of the movie. Yeah, it was one of the most memorable kills of the entire film. Like the uncut version, especially when Pickaxe goes under his neck and takes his eye out. Oh man!
Excuse me.
I don't like those eye scenes with the eyeball
right?
hanging out.
Yeah,
I don't like stuff involving. I mean, I love gory stuff, but for some reason, I just cannot take the eyes.
Yeah.
It's just dangling from his socket.
You can see people's pores on quality of screens now. that is true. The 4K quality, yeah, that's true. I see a lot of red.
Here, Jared, hold on 1 second. Let me show. I'll show him even.
Yeah,
more
show
red
us
like
your
this.
room.
Yeah,
Show us.
you guys want me to show a quick tour of it?
Yeah,
Please.
show us.
Please.
All right,
Yes.
Don, you've already seen it, but Joe hasn't. So,
Yeah.
hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna take you around here, and obviously got these nice curtain lights here. I mean, the entire idea was to kind of make it almost resemble like that of the Christmas lights. This is obviously the main area. This is where I think a good majority of the lights are. You guys see it well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got the fireplace over here. I always try to make sure that this is heavily decorated.
Nice.
And of course, you got your meeting table right here. Even not everything's just lights. And then you go around and even more curtain lights over here. So it's not a very big space, but certainly got a lot of lights here.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Here, there's a few comments you got to see, Nick.
Hold on, I got
We'll
the
see it in a
laptop
minute.
facing the
I know.
opposite
I know. Just when you set it
Give
down.
me 1 second here.
That's
it's okay.
so cool, Nick.
That was awesome. Okay.
All right, so let's see
Here-
what
here
everyone's.
it Elton John. Yeah.
I thought
Those
the first
glasses
time
make
I
it
think
look-
so.
Yeah. You're Elton John, Nick. Here.
Oh no.
Looks like a true Valentine's Day serial killer basement.
You're like, you want to come down to my basement? I want to show you something.
Yeah. Or just like in Family Guy, where it's just like, you need to come on down the show.
There you go.
And then, of course, his new name is now Elton Nick.
Elton
Remember to plug in. And yes, Sarah, I did. I just had to unplug it for a few minutes. But you know what I also thought of? And I know I brought this up before. all these red lights and stuff like that, I just thought of something else. And I think I probably brought it up before. You guys, well, Don, I brought it up to you all the time, is that Seinfeld episode with the Kenny Rogers chicken roaster. So a lot of times when people think of all this red, like with what Jeremy just said, saying that he sees a lot of red, sometimes I always have to say, oh, the red. Yeah, it's the chicken roaster side. It's right across my window. Yep. Can't you shut the shades? They are shut.
It's
Nick,
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, if you're having issues with your laptop's battery, it's like, just do what I did. Get a MacBook Pro.
No, there's no issue. I just unplugged it. That's it. Yeah, hey, Jeremy. And of course, my parents will often usually make references to that episode, like as Jerry would ask Kramer, like, how's life on the red planet?
Yeah, Nick, seriously, you need to get like a MacBook and join us, all of us fellow Apple users.
I'm
join
fine
us.
with Windows. I'm
join
fine with
us.
No, it's not even just me. My family.
I have
use Windows.
Chromebook.
Join us.
Join us. Come to the dark side.
Appreciate it. So happy yesterday. I got 3 brand new Stephen King movies in the mail with a 4th on the way. Oh, and you know what? I gotta say something. I gotta give this shout out for Jeremy. Jeremy, because remember I told you guys, and Don, you know this, that Svengoolie had shown Killer Clowns from Outer Space on Saturday.
Yep.
Well, I am proud to announce for Jeremy that Svengoolie did another parody song for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
I got to record it for him.
Yeah. Oh, here. Let's see. Hold on. When I first got into horror in my teen years, I got into horror in Prom Night series, and then since then, I never looked back. Yep. I've been a fan of horror since I was 5 years old seeing Jaws.
Yep.
Loved it since.
I think I loved it with Alien a lot. I know that's like sci-fi, but
Alien is my all-time favorite horror film. Yep.
See here. The basement serial killer. He brings people down to the basement and said, I told you we were going to hang out, watch a movie.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, for those of you out there who don't know, Nick has a digital projector, like a screening room, and it works really well. Like,
I should have got up and I should have showed that. You know what? Next time, because you know what? I got a feeling this will probably not be the first time I'm going to be showing my basement like this, because obviously in a few weeks this whole basement will be changed for St. Patrick's Day. So the next color choice, as you guys can probably imagine, is green.
And for St. Pat on the Tuesday before let's see, what day is St. Patrick's Day? That's not Tuesday.
Friday this year.
Okay, the Tuesday of that week, we gotta do an episode covering Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whoa! What's this? I'm actually looking to reach out to Svengoolie to see if he would like to be on. I'm just gonna say I don't want to disappoint him, but I just want to be cool. You know, Tom, we actually did try doing that on a different show months ago, but he said he's not doing it. However, that was several months ago, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's not worth it, but yeah, give it a shot. If you can get him on to Dom and Tom's World, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like who knows? Like obviously the man, Rich Coes, he has a busy schedule, but yeah, who knows? Sooner or later he may have time for podcasts.
Yeah, he's just really busy, and at the time when I messaged him, he was happy that, he was being offered this. He just couldn't do it at that time. And this was sometime, I think it was early last year that I reached out to him. What's going on, Billy? Good to see you.
Hey, Billy.
Hi.
Yeah. Are you late? No, you're not you're good. Well, right here. We had Nick just joined us. So yeah, like he was on another podcast. Here. What are your thoughts on the 2009 3D remake? I didn't see the 3D remake in its entirety just yet, so I can't pass judgment on it. But I heard like it's just been, mixed reviews.
I've seen it.
But
I liked it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to listen to mixed reviews on something I have not seen. I don't want to come off as, just biased, think just what other people think. I don't want to do that. I want to see it for myself, formulate my own thoughts on it. So
I will say this, the killings in the movie were good. I liked, it was unfortunately when we watched it, we didn't get to have the ability to watch it in 3D, but it was still good to watch. It was still good, but I guess maybe it was just kind of a different story timeline, if you will. I mean,
yeah.
to me it was okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing it, like how Jensen Ackles' performance in that, because he plays Dean in Supernatural.
Mhm.
That's an amazing show.
And then of course you also have Tom Atkins is in it too.
Yeah.
So nice to have a good horror veteran in
Yep.
that movie.
Hey, a guy can try, maybe if he knows that I had Red Sea
Yeah.
injuries. Well, maybe.
And
It
then
might, Tom.
Maybe. Have faith, man.
Can't guarantee, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Dean Winchester.
Yep.
Yep.
Dean Winchester.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that show. But speaking of shows, we were talking about earlier about the new episode of The Last of Us, and man, that ending was grisly.
You watched the one from a few nights ago?
Yep.
You too,
Yes.
Jill?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay,
I'm
so
caught.
we're all on track then, because I just watched it yesterday. That was wow. It was
That's my favorite series now on with like Game of Thrones, and yeah, it's up there.
oh
yeah.
man, it's like
Same
I
here.
want to say something, but I know I can't. But man, no, I agree with you guys. That ending though, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, and hey, remember last week when I got like I don't want to say not freaked out, but just was like angry at the idea of that Velma TV show.
Yeah.
I just found out that they're renewing it for a second season. You know, just pouring
Oh
salt.
no.
Right now now they're just pouring salt on an open wound.
No, don't do it.
They
Did you guys
said-
know, by the way, that the I'm just gonna say this quickly for Last of Us, the latest episode. Did you guys know the kid down in the movie is actually deaf in real life? Did you guys
Yep.
know that?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah,
I figured
that was
that's
an
what the
amazing
case.
performance.
A lot of the cast
Oh,
they
yeah.
were learning ASL too, so they
Yeah,
could communicate
ASL.
with them.
Yeah, that's right. And I figured that was the case because like it doesn't surprise me that they have well, hold on to the comments for a second, Nick. Hang on.
No, I'm just
It doesn't
saying it was
surprise
just
me-
like what Tom's reaction was to Velma.
I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, because it doesn't surprise me that they actually have a deaf actor like playing a deaf character, because that way he has knowledge about all the sign language, so he can teach other
Mhm.
actors. They did the same thing for A Quiet Place, where they had that child actor who was deaf.
Mhm.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yep. So it's an efficient way of casting. Anyway, let's see. This is time for what? Reviewing that crash. Yeah, apparently they haven't. Our disappointment wasn't satisfying enough to them, so they just want to disappoint us and upset us even more.
Oh,
They're sadistic, very sadistic.
I'm not going to waste my time with it.
A Fear
Yeah,
Fans
DJ.
podcast on Leprechaun, not a bad idea, by the way. Yes, I've been looking forward to it because Warwick
Mhm.
Davis and just going after Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, what's not to love?
really quickly, what Dave Wood said. It said they're coming out with a new Leprechaun movie soon. Is that true? I didn't hear
What?
anything about it.
Nor I.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I can't remember. I see so many like articles with new movies, but it's just so many. It's like hard to
I know.
keep
they
track
on
of all the
coming
new
out with
ones.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let's see here. I'm looking right now. But April of last year, Bloody Disgusting reported that Lionsgate was actively seeking out pitches for the next Leprechaun movie.
Okay.
That's all it says. There's nothing else about it.
Let's see. No version of Scooby-Doo has been great since the 80s. Well, that is somewhat debatable, Tom. I mean, I, for one, actually liked the What's New Scooby-Doo that came out in like 2002, but, that's just me. I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions on that, but I know that one I felt like wasn't that bad. But live action Scooby-Doo was just ridiculous.
Well, you know what? On a brighter note, at least I now know that, I'm sure you guys know this too, as far as Last of Us goes, I just saw that they've renewed it for a second season, so
Mhm.
we'll be back.
Yeah.
You know that,
Right.
Tom? Yeah, they're bringing it. It's already been renewed for a second season, so we will see a season 2.
Can't wait. Oh, man, it's like...
Oh,
the
yes,
week-
Jeremy. This is the classic right here. Scooby-Doo on Zombie
Yeah.
Island. That was a good one.
I remember
I
that.
love that movie, and I love the song too. Like, I've seen like people make all kinds of horror montages with that song. All these different
Terror Time.
Terror Time again.
I got
There's
it
even
on
a
my
rock
Halloween
cover.
music list.
There's even a metal rock cover that was done by this YouTuber Jonathan Young, who does these covers of a lot of theme songs, a lot of kid shows. Like he adds metal to them. He's done quite a few Pokemon stuff. He's done some Disney stuff. The man's amazing.
I'm
John,
just gonna say, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say Jonathan Young. Yeah, that's his name. If you're interested in him, look him up. He does phenomenal work.
Yep, Jeremy just posted. Oh, there was 2 songs. Yeah, I got Terror Time on. I got to get the other one, but I got Terror Time on my Halloween music list. So no Halloween music list is complete without that song. But I'm just gonna say quickly. I mean, Zombie Island. That was probably the first one I thought actually was kind of scary. Like, actually did have somewhat of a serious. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of funny moments, but it was definitely the first to have a rather serious plot line compared to previous series. That's what I liked about
That's
it.
true. Oh yeah, that one didn't mess around. Oh here,
How to catch 'em all.
catch 'em. Hey Tom, that was my childhood right there. And I just love how. I mean, yeah, and I just love how the man who created it, Satoshi Tajiri, actually has Asperger's syndrome like I do. Is autistic, and
Oh really?
oh yeah, and he made this. He created Pokemon based on his fascination in childhood that were from catching bugs. He always collected insects. That was his thing. So he made a video game that was inspired by that. So yeah, autism created Pokemon. The more you know.
Wow, learn something new every day.
Oh yeah. So yeah, back to my Bloody Valentine. Yeah, like it was crazy, like how the bar owner was like setting up that booby trap later on in the film, like to get back at all the teens, all the guys for making fun of him. But here's the thing: that prank, like the fact that he actually had to swing him a pickaxe, that dummy swing him a pickaxe. It's like, are you guys trying to kill these guys or scare them? Because that's like nothing good could happen from an X swinging up. I mean, and then he ended up learning that the hard way.
I don't know if it would really kill someone, but I mean, the way how it was presented, I mean, like how he propped it up, and it definitely would have hurt someone, seriously injured somebody. Tom,
What?
Yeah, the booby traps.
booby traps. That's what he's saying.
Karma.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Yep. And let's see, what else was there? Oh yeah, another gruesome scene was where what was her name? Sylvia was like stabbed through the mouth over that pipe, that water pipe. And yeah. He basically turned her into a fountain.
Yeah, that was so gross. But they didn't really show her face. It was like a profile of her face, but the water shooting out of it.
Yeah, he like turns on the hot water and then it squirts out. You don't see the rest of her face, just from the mouth, from the nose down.
Yeah. Oh, even in the comments, I got to bring up the comedy. Yes, you do, Tommy. Hey, we appreciate it, man.
That's Pickle Tom for you.
Hey, anything to keep make us laugh, I welcome it.
So I'm looking at some of the trivia stuff here. Actor Carl Merrow. I don't know which death scene it was that he was in, but it says that while in his death scene makeup, no one would eat lunch near him.
No one would eat lunch near him.
Yeah, they didn't want to eat near him. Just stay away from this guy. Nick, you missed his comment earlier. Check his DVD of my buddy, but it's the original one he has. Not okay. So
nice.
The original.
Okay, not the remake, not the Dean Winchester version.
Even if my comedy is sometimes immature, it's still funny. Yeah, well, there's all kinds of comedies that are being released that have some immaturity to it. Like I heard about this new comedy called Strays, where it's like the point of view of dogs that are talking to each other, and yeah, it's definitely not for kids. Definitely not for kids. Yeah, it's crazy. And speaking of comedies, there's a horror comedy coming out next week that we've been talking about constantly throughout this podcast. You know what I'm talking about, Nick, right?
Maybe.
Horror comedy?
Cocaine
Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Bear. I thought you said television show. Like, wait, what? No, Cocaine Bear, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that next week?
Yes. Oh, man. Oh, wait.
I I still think they need to make a live action Beavis
Oh,
and Butthead. Wouldn't that be? I don't know how I'd be able to. I can't even picture that being live action.
Yeah, some things are
I
animated are
can.
left and some things are left animated for a reason.
I'm
Because
just gonna say
I've
this
seen
as a. Go ahead.
Well, do you guys remember Wayne's World?
yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I'm just gonna say if they ever need to make a live action remake of Beavis and Butthead, should that happen, I'm just gonna say, I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Nick,
Fire, fire,
Beavis and Butthead could be played by us.
fire, fire.
I can't believe it's been almost 30 years since that show started. 93.
Oh,
Yeah, it came again. Now one of those shows that came out the same year I was born. Damn it! So how old as that show is?
hey, a lot of great things came out when around the time I was born. You know, Batman Returns was the last time that Michael Keaton was playing Batman, but now finally playing him again. I had to wait my entire life, literally my entire life, to see him play like a Batman in the movie theater. So,
John Heder could be Butthead. Well, who's going to be Beavis then, Jeremy? Oh dear God!
Oh man.
Do you remember Wayne's World? Matter of fact, that part of how his channel got its name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Wayne's World party time. Excellent.
That's the movie.
Oh man, and another and like the scene where like everybody's like going into the mines. It's like that's where all those couples were like going together inside those mines on the cart. And I'm just thinking that is a terrible idea. Like seriously, like it's and like the fact that they actually filmed in an actual mine is just like amazing to me. I mean, but yeah, like I heard that, Nick, I researched that they said that they had to only bring certain equipment down because there was the risk of methane gas explosion, just like in the movie.
Yeah, they had to bring special certain light bulbs to use. So because honestly, in the end, regardless of what mine is, going down to any mine is extremely dangerous itself. Because yes, obviously, like you said, methane gas builds up in mines, and when there's too much pressure, that's when it explodes. In fact, one of the things that I found right here to that does actually coincide with what we're talking about, the mines. They say it is. Oh damn it! Okay? I can't find it now, but unfortunately, I did memorize it. They say it's in this movie. It's never determined what exact kind of mine it is. Oh, here it is. Nowhere in the film does it ever say what kind of mine the fictional Hanager mine is. However, the general assumption from viewers is that it's a coal mine, and it was filmed in a coal mine setting.
Well, in the beginning, in the opening, when they're washing up, their face is just all ash.
Yeah, it's all from the coal.
That's right.
So,
and one of the things that I like about this when the suspense scenes in this film is the music. You know, like they kind of have this they kind of have this like Friday the 13th meets Jaws kind of a vibe to it. And that's what I love. That's one of the things I love about it. You know, like I could tell like this, they did everything. Like they did such amazing things with what limited resources that they had. You know, as far as budget, you know, they were able to actually make great soundtrack on this. So.
It says here in an interview with TerrorTrap.com, director George Mihalka said that the shooting location was at Sydney Mines, Nova Scotia, was chosen because of its rustic, atmospheric appearance. However, when the locals found out that a movie was to be shot there, they decided to spend $50,000 to have the mine painted and cleaned. This, of course, diminished the reason that the production wanted the location to begin with. Mihalka said that $75,000 of the film's budget was then used to return the mine to its original state for shooting.
Wow. Man.
So if you go into a mine, do what the old miners did and bring a canary. If it keels over, get out. Kneels over. I guess that's what he means.
Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way they did it. Yeah. And and also, and of course, the killer follows everybody down to the mines, and takes them all out one by one. There was this guy with the glasses. What was his name? Hollis, who
Yeah.
he had a pretty gruesome death
Oh.
involving that nail gun. You know.
Yep.
And also the sound it makes is obviously the same sound effects as a silencer that I've seen multiple times in other movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but a nail gun, because I've used a nail gun when I was in Woods class back in high school, it actually does make a similar noise to a silencer. And yes, it's very dangerous to use, but it actually does make a similar sound like that of a silencer gun.
Yeah, that's pretty much like how I like. Have you ever seen Home Alone 2, where Marv gets hit with a staple gun? That's how I picture like what it would be like if it was in real life.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I've been told it is extremely painful if you get hit by one of those things.
Undoubtedly.
I'm just gonna say, if that ever happens, Don, or to you, Jill, you both will be sorry.
Yeah, they scare me. Those guns, those nail guns.
We'd probably be dead before we had a chance to be sorry if we got hit.
Well, no, if you got like hit in the hand or something like that, that's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The foot. That's what I'm afraid of.
There actually was, you know what? I know it's partially off topic, but when I went to Woods class back in high school, I mean, this happened long before I was ever in class. There actually was an accident like that where there was a kid that was kind of, obviously mindlessly playing around with the nail gun and didn't realize it had nails in it. And he fired one of them. It shot into one of the kids. I mean, fortunately, it hit him in I think on one of his limb areas. So thankfully he lives. But man, that kid he was expelled. I mean, I don't know if he ever got arrested and went to jail for it, but he was expelled from school for that accident.
I imagine.
Yeah, so they're not something to play around with, that's for sure.
Nope.
Yeah, it's probably a coal mine.
Yeah. The music is great in it, especially the Ballad of Harry Warden. Yes.
That's a great song.
Oh, yeah. The scenes where he's approaching, about to make his kill. It's, oh, my God. It's incredible.
Well, he's talking about the music right at the end of the credits.
Oh, you mean
the song is called The Ballad of Harry Warden.
Oh, I misunderstood. Yes. Yeah, the ballad, it sounds like, I just love the sound of it. It sounds like the man has an Irish brogue.
Well, you know what? I actually just found out who that was because it says here.
Yeah. And just so you guys are aware, me doing an Irish accent, no, it's not racist because I'm part Irish.
I never said it was racist.
I'm not talking to you.
I can't even do it.
I'm talking to the audience. So no, me talking about like this, ladies. No, it's not racist. Because I actually am of Irish descent, and Italian, and Polish, and Croatia. But yeah.
So the folk ballad says here that play. You probably been wondering who actually sings it because they never put it in the credits. I hate to tell you though, it's not Irish though, Don. The folk ballad that plays over the ending credits was added by composer Paul Zaza. I guess that's how you say.
Zaza.
Actually was as an afterthought. The uncredited singer who does the vocal for the ballad was Scottish-Canadian tenor John McDermott. So it was actually Scottish-Canadian, not Irish.
Mm.
Wait, what, Tom? Irish is a race. We are whiter than whites.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that sounds kind of racist. Oh, my God. So, in other words, you're a mutt.
I prefer the term.
It's not racist. Irish con Romanian.
Tom's got a point.
Jeez, all these comments about the Irish stuff. You had to say it, Todd.
Yeah.
Birds in moonlight.
Let's see. Hollis's death scars everyone for life. He didn't just die. Couldn't he just die back there on his own? No, he just had to get the strength to move and then up there and die right in front of his girlfriend. Yeah, that was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then the girlfriend ends up getting traumatized and is emotionally in shock, but they push her to move forward anyway. And she ends up freezing when they climb up the stairs. And it also doesn't help that the killer drops a body down this flight of stairs to the point where the rope that he was hanging from causes a decapitation.
Yeah. That was a ladder, though. It wasn't really stairs.
No, it's not a stairs. What am I saying? It was a ladder. What am I saying?
Yeah. Because I remember it was a ladder. Oh,
Yes.
check this out. Don, I didn't even know about this. I just looked this up. There was why there was another reason why they cut some of the violent scenes out. Like obviously I know they thought it was too graphic and gory, but there was another reason for it.
What?
The MPAA cut more than 5 minutes out of the film before it came out, mostly because the movie was released shortly after John Lennon's death, and there was a major backlash against violent movies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Like sometimes like our current events, like I have an impact on like what we should release. Like I remember hearing about I forgot all the details, but there was like a shooting that took place around 2002, which caused the delay of a movie called Phone Booth, which Kiefer Sutherland played a sniper who was like painting on like what was it? A publicist inside of a phone booth. They're like basically demanding that he confesses to his crimes. Otherwise,
I remember that.
Yeah, that movie got delayed for a year because of the events that were happening in real life.
It's well known that the Irish have the hardest time getting a tan.
Oh, Jesus.
For one of my last comment, I said that with a heavy Irish accent. DJ enough with his racist bullshit. Oh man, Don, I'm not even gonna say it.
Okay, yeah, please don't, because we're not because I prefer we do not get into a dialogue that's going to offend people. Yeah, because I run a clean show. I don't need any comments that are going to offend.
Let's see here. See a movie being delayed if the premise was similar to a real life event happening, but not that. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. And of course we got to mention like the reveal, like who the killer is. So finally after after killing off Patty, the traumatized woman, like taking a pickaxe, his usual technique of killing, then finally chasing and then the killer is chasing TJ and Sarah through the mine. They go on this cart. That scene was intense. Finally getting into this room that was not stable, and then Sarah finally unmasks him, and it's Axel. Axel was like traumatized as a kid after witnessing his father, one of the two mine supervisors from the 20 years before, who was killed. So yeah, he witnessed his father being killed and wants to continue the killer's rampage. Yeah, that was
basically just snapped and wanted revenge.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like, man, yeah, like sometimes like in these movies, they always have like these children who witness something and then grow up like to do the exact same thing, like continue.
Well, it's like Dexter, like the Dexter premise, how he became a killer because of witnessing his mother's death from a serial killer, which he gets revenge later.
Great show. I love Dexter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that one too.
But the difference is like it's like he has the urge to kill, but he's like being he was like trained to only kill like other killers, like kind of vigilante. Yeah, and so and of course, like when after unmasking, the whole cave, the whole mine, that section of the mine collapses, and Axel is trapped under, and it's refusing to be captured. He like severed his arm that he was pinned on, from all that rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just says, "Sarah, will you be my bloody Valentine?"
Forgot to mention though, whatever happened to exactly what happened to Harry Warden's fate though, because they say it wasn't Harry Warden. You tell them what actually happened to though, and we may have found out it was Axel, but what happened to Harry Warden?
That the real Harry Warden had died just several years prior to the events of this film. Yep. So, yeah, Harry Warden, like there was like a mystery going on as to if this actually was Harry Warden. But so like as the mental hospital he stayed at, they suddenly have no record of him, about him being there, or if he was released, or if he had died. So that's what got the town freaked out.
What I think too sometimes is like, say a killer, even if they die in prison, they say that their entity, their spirit goes somewhere, kind of like haunts somebody else or goes into someone else, and then that's why they aren't
Yeah.
themselves anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's possible because he had already died, his spirit, it's possible, I'm just saying that his spirit could have gone into someone else and drove them insane and crazy to want to do the same things.
Yeah,
Jeremy
like that
here.
kind of supernatural element to it.
Guy
Mhm.
cut his own arm off after being trapped by falling rock. That sounds like that hiker from years ago. Oh, he's talking
Yes.
about there was that movie 127 hours. The guy who cut his
Yeah.
own arm off.
To survive.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
He wasn't a killer though.
Nope.
No, he just didn't have any other way out, so he had to cut off his own hand.
Sarah says something similar to what you said, Jill. It's like on Supernatural. No one ever stays dead.
Mm-mm.
This one.
Yep.
Yes.
That scene though, when he cuts his own arm off, though, normally I love gory stuff, but that's a hard scene to watch because it happens slowly and you can see he's in pain.
Yeah, it was hard to watch because it's just the thought that actually happened.
And the music, like the sound effects they added, it just only makes it even more painful. It's like it's painful to listen to, even if you don't watch it.
That's the point of it. They wanted to like the audience to feel the kind of like what this guy felt. The uneasiness.
We actually watched that when I was in high school, like when I was in film class. I mean, how that's not every day that you get to go to school, especially like at 16, 17 years old, and you're watching a movie like this. Like, what is this supposed to be part of our film studies or something?
I didn't get to watch anything that gory.
Yeah, I've had it worse at the university. Like I said, I for my film class, I for extra credit. Actually, no, it wasn't extra credit. It was a requirement. We had to watch Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gruesome movie.
I think I got to watch Psycho, which I enjoyed.
The original or the
original?
Okay,
original.
Good. Just want to make sure you watch the original.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Psycho. Film. Now that I love.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind that day.
Happened in the Saw movies too.
In the Saw movies. Oh, I think she's referring to the fact that the killer passed the torch in the Saw movies. That's what she's referring to.
When you have to cut yourself off something so you can survive it, maybe.
If you want to watch something very uneasy, watch Fall.
Oh, I've heard of that one. That's new. It's definitely not for someone who has a fear of heights.
There's actually this is more of a comedic thing, but I know he doesn't run the show anymore. You guys remember that show Tosh.0, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a skit that Daniel Tosh did, which was kind of, he actually had the guy who filmed the Double Rainbow video, and at one point they spoofed like 127 hours. It's like, oh man, I think my arm is stuck, and the Double Rainbow guy's like, oh, I'll go get help. He's like, no, I'm gonna have to cut it off because they're following this quadruped rainbow supposedly. He starts cutting, and the camera cuts to the other guy. He's like, "Are you done yet?" And then the next shot, his arm is missing. He's like, "What?" It's like, "Are you done yet?"
God.
Yep, let's go. And there's like blood spitting out of it.
Oh my gosh!
But even more amazingly, they actually had the real guy show up later on in the show. Like they had the real guy who lived through it. So it's funny though, just saying, "Yep, let's go."
Yeah, Jeremy. I remember Jeremy saying he has a fear of heights, so I could understand that would be pretty scary to watch.
Oh boy!
Oh yeah, yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, they this movie, I just can't help but always go back to it on Valentine's Day. I mean, but there's another movie that people watch on Valentine called Valentine. We mentioned that earlier on before you came on, Nick. This one, it starred what was it? Denise Richards, who was Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, and she plays one of those sorority girls who are being targeted by revenge. Who they believe is Jeremy Melton, a child who was a reject at school who was
it's
what
bullied.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Oh really?
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
hey,
he was
David
fully
Boreanaz-
did it.
Yep, and David Boreanaz is in it. My cinematic doppelganger. Oh yeah, but I will say this though, like what's unique about it is what's creepy about it. The killer is dressed in a Cupid mask.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
what I'll
it
say is
also
I have.
wait,
Go on.
yeah, okay, yeah. I wanted to say one last thing.
Yeah.
I came across the movie years ago on TV, accidentally when my family were, yeah, it was a family event. This was like ages ago, back when my cousins were like little, and we came across the scene of that movie where there's like a brutal scene where he hits somebody in the face with an iron. And my little cousin, ever since then, kept referring him as to the killer as the baby head man because it was
Okay.
yeah. And I explained to her it wasn't a baby's head; it was a Cupid mask.
Yeah. It looks like a
Yeah.
baby face though.
It does.
I was just about to ask Jeremy if Greg was going to be doing a show. I guess.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then we can go beyond 10 o'clock then.
Oh, sweet.
See,
Oh.
when you okay, so I'll be honest. Even though I haven't seen the movie, I've seen a few clips of it because it was on a horror documentary that I saw where they didn't reveal much about it, but I saw a few clips and yeah, kind of does look like a baby face almost.
Yep, I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, you could have been the Cupid with the face from Valentine.
You know what?
Chasing after Denise Richards.
Speaking of masks, while you're looking that up, Don, it's probably worth noticing the guy who played Axel in the movie,
Yeah.
Neil Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
He had recently, star Neil Affleck said that the identity of the film's killer was kept a secret even from the cast because the filmmakers liked the idea of the mystery being real among the actors. However, Affleck figured out that he was the killer when, after being cast, he was sent to the makeup effects department to be fitted for a fake arm that would be ripped off the killer in the film's finale. And it's also revealed in a recent interview, to this day, he still has the miner's helmet that he wore in the film.
Oh, really? Anyway, Nick, this is
That's the mask.
Yep, this is what my little cousin Kaylee kept referring to as the baby head man.
It almost looks like that would be a perfect doll for Jeremy if we can make something like that.
And of course, look at this. He's got a drill, and guess what he's about to do with it?
Drill, just drill.
Yep, drill right through someone. Anyway, completely forgot about the title of Valentine. Yeah.
Next year.
You know, another movie, not necessarily horror, but it does. Well, it has some horror elements to it, but it also has that Valentine theme. I've brought it up before, and Don, you know which movie I'm about to bring up is the movie Warm Bodies.
Yeah, I like that one.
We'll cover that next year.
Yeah. Oh, we should.
Sure.
I was gonna say if only we started this show a year ago, we could have done it this year. Because guess what? This year it was 10 years ago that movie came out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, here Sarah said, "Baby Head Man" sounds like a good title for a horror movie. Yeah. So to my cousin Kaylee, thank you for giving us the idea.
Yeah.
Now we got a title for a horror film. Oh man. Okay. So
Jeremy loves Happy Death Day. I have not seen that movie yet. So.
It's okay.
It's because this was mentioned. Baby Head Man reminds me of the killer from Happy Death Day. Yeah, basically, Nick, Happy Death Day is like a horror version of Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's like a groundhog slasher.
Pretty much, yeah.
Is it set on Groundhog Day or something?
No.
No.
Her birthday.
Oh, okay.
Her birthday. She keeps dying and then repeating over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's not the first horror film, too, that focuses on a birthday because, ironically enough, the same year that My Bloody Valentine came out in 1981, which obviously, yes, there were a lot of slasher movies released that year. You also had that movie, Happy Birthday to Me.
Yeah.
Which one of the producers actually worked on both movies, both My Bloody Valentine and Happy Birthday to Me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and let's see. Oh,
yeah, I didn't like part 2 as much.
Oh yeah, Happy Death Day to You. I actually predicted the title for that. Like, I'm thinking, right when I saw Happy Death Day, I'm thinking Like I was thinking, yeah, happy death day to you, and then
Mhm.
they made the sequel with that title, and I'm just like, oh my god, I predicted that.
Yeah.
I mean, Don, you seem to always predict the titles of many of the sequels. I mean, you also just did for the new Megan sequel.
Megan 2.0, yes, I
Mm-hmm.
predicted that. Right when we saw the movie, before we even knew there was going to be a sequel, I'm thinking, oh, the next movie is going to be like Megan 2.0, you know, with so.
Don, you may have some kind of ability or something like that. Maybe you don't know, some psychic ability or something.
I do that. I ruin movies when I watch movies with friends and I haven't never seen it yet. And then we watch it. I'm like, watch, this is what's going to happen. This is the killer. This is the ending. And then it all happens. And they're like, Jill, you know, you're spoiling it. Have you seen this movie? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying that I think that that's what's going to happen. And so I should just keep my mouth shut.
Oh man. Yeah, Nick, I tell you, the only abilities like a crazy ability I exhibited from youth was just being able to remember visual media, whether it's film or a book or a show or a game, anything. You know, like I've demonstrated that since I was little.
Mm.
That's why I never forget movies ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, maybe I do have a supernatural ability to predict movie titles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we all do in some way, shape, or form.
Or your alternate self in an alternate dimension is the one that created the title. I like that better.
Could be, but then, well, Nick hasn't seen that movie yet, so.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait, they're making a third one?
There's a third one
Oh,
being
wow.
made tentatively called Happy Death Day to Us. So
To us.
implying that there's more than one person who is going to be targeted by the killer and having to go into that loop.
They're probably twins.
Maybe.
You might have just spoiled it for us, Jill.
Sorry, y'all. It's twins.
Jill, are you going to star in a movie going after post-Valentine candy?
There you go. Definitely. I want all the candy afterwards. 70% off.
Let me go find that candy I have upstairs.
Shoot. I have candy that's not exactly themed for Valentine's, but I do have some heart candies. But you guys already know everything chocolate here is
That's
in
what
my
I got
room.
here.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to go clear my throat. I'm good.
You okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. It's just all these weather changes, the fluctuations are taking a toll on me, the allergies.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? It's like, yeah, right now it's like 50 degrees outside and windy. And
Yeah.
just 2 days from now, it's going to drop down. It's going to snow.
It's super windy here, like super windy.
Oh, you're getting it over there too? Yep, that's what it's like over here right now. It's been windy over here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's raining.
Yeah, it's been raining too. So, well, maybe that wind that's the same wind you're experiencing, Jill. It must be blowing your way and now blowing our way.
Yep, it's here too.
So every time now that we get that type of weather or this wind, I'm just gonna say, yep, that probably passed Jill's house.
Yeah. Here, DJ Evan C says Valentine from 2001, a Fear Fans podcast on it. Definitely, maybe, just maybe, after we do a Fear Fans podcast of My Bloody Valentine 3D from 2009 or something. I don't know. Yeah, we may cover the 2009 version once I see it, but we definitely want to cover Warm Bodies. That's the must.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised you haven't seen the remake.
You need to see the remake because it has your doppelganger in it.
What?
Saying.
Oh, wait. David Boreanaz is in My Bloody Valentine 3D?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I got him confused with the other movie. With Valentine.
No,
I was thinking Valentine.
No. I've seen Valentine like ages ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, from what I remember, Valentine is just...
You're probably getting that from us.
Yeah. From what I remember, Valentine is just decent. You know, let's see. Oh, really? It's got a 4.8 out of 10 stars on IMDb.
It's okay. I didn't mind it. I liked it. It's okay.
Let's see.
It's worth the watch.
Richards. Yep. Denise Richards and David Boreanaz, like I mentioned. Let's see. Marley Shelton, Jessica Chepshaw, Jessica Schofield. Katherine Heigl is in it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of big names.
Oh yeah, I do remember. You know what? Yeah, I just remember. No, it's coming back to me. I just remember there was this one actress who was one girl in it. I always thought that looks like Katherine Heigl. I thought that was her, but now this confirms it.
Yeah, she's in it. She's one of the first death scenes.
It's coming back to me. I remember now. Yes.
Mhm.
But
It's
yeah,
just
Nick.
awkward silence.
We're thinking.
Let me and Nick, definitely see Valentine. It's like it's decent, not the best horror film, but definitely something we want to cover in the future.
We can
Yeah.
still cover Warm Bodies because I know like it may not be for Valentine's Day, but it's still a heart month.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, that's right. Oh
I'm
wait, you
still
mean
gonna have all this stuff up until the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
yeah? So what do you think? You guys think we should cover Warm Bodies later on this month, or
And if not Warm Bodies, I was thinking, what about Jennifer's Body?
that was a good movie.
yeah, Megan Fox? Just
I mean, it's like a warning to the men. This is what happens when you take a pretty girl to a date. She might just devour you.
I was in school at that time when that
Um,
movie came out, and I remember seeing that movie in theaters. And
Yeah.
I actually told this to one of the kids. Actually, was a girl. In fact, yes, the next day, because we went to go see it, and this, I'm like 15, 16, and it's a time, especially that age, where we learn how to date girls and go to dances and go out on dates and stuff. And I still remember all these years ago, I said to her, saying, well, I was trying to be one of those up and coming young boys out there of hoping to ask a girl out on a date, but after watching Jennifer's Body, now I'm not sure if I feel safe by asking anyone out.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you were talking about like Megan Fox, like eating people in Warm Bodies, or sorry, not Warm Bodies. In sorry, not Jennifer's Body. Yeah,
Jennifer's Body.
I actually found something kind of disturbing on here, online.
Uh-oh.
What?
What's this?
What's it say?
Right, hang on. Let me put it on full screen because I can't see it.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's old news for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drink each other's blood or have.
Yeah. And to think, me and my cousin always thought, wow, Megan Fox is amazing. She looks great. But then I look at that and I'm just thinking, okay, Machine Gun Kelly, she's all yours.
She's a vampire.
Well, and now they're not even together because she apparently she deleted her Instagram and deleted all trace of him, and she took off her wedding ring, the one that is supposed to be like pokes her, stabs her if she takes it off, something like that. Some crazy thing.
I didn't even know about that.
I just don't understand like why.
Supposedly he was dishonest, but that's as far as I know. I mean, I'm not really looking into it.
I just don't get it. Like, why would they drink each other's blood?
Oh yeah, because they thought they were a vampire, like vampirism.
Oh, vampirism. Well, I just can't even picture like if that's even considered like fun. Basically, like you just go on a date or something like that, and then you cut yourself, and then hey, we're cutting each other and drinking each other's blood.
Well, she doesn't do. She doesn't do just that. She has like a pendant, or they have a pendant where they carry each other's blood vials.
Oh yeah, the blood vials.
Yeah, they have that too.
I mean, I just how is any of that, like, if they think that's fun, I mean, how is any of that at all considered a good time?
Just think about Megan Fox and like Jennifer's Body, the movie. Like she just asks a guy because of the way she looks, like, "Hey, this is what I want. I want you to wear a blood vial, and I want your blood in my own pendant." And of course, they're just like, weird. Okay, they just do it anyway.
Wow.
I have been in 2 relationships, and not once have we ever done something as insane as that.
You sure about that?
I haven't thought about it.
Absolutely sure.
Are you sure she didn't suck your blood out?
Sure she didn't. You sure she didn't give you basically a hickey that may have actually felt a little bit more sucky to it?
Like a vampire?
Hell no. Hell to the no.
Would you even remember? Because vampires erase your memory.
Hey, now it's Valentine's Day. Hey,
I'm a man who's known for memory. So, yeah, no. My memory is too strong for me to forget anything like that.
When she was dating Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, really? Did that. How do I not know this?
How did I not know this either?
Yeah.
It's a god to each their own. Oh,
yeah,
my God.
pretty much.
You
Yeah,
can't
to me, it's
deny
just
like
messed
what
up.
some people do in their relationship. It's just like bizarre.
Yeah. I noticed like the more famous someone is, sometimes they just have these crazy ideas and they just get away with it because they're just
Yeah.
celebrities and they're famous or rich.
Yeah, that's the thing. When some people rich and famous get away with it's just minor things that would seem minor, like would be weird like that. But oh man,
Jeremy, yes, I know. Jill, I wanted to talk. I'm sorry I couldn't watch the show on Friday night.
Let me put my cup down so I could do this. Shame! 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 I'm gonna ring the bell. Bing!
Oh man, I gotta I'm gonna have to
you just
watch
referenced my
the
all-time
replay.
favorite show.
Game of Thrones.
That's
Shame! Shame!
Oh yes, shame on me, Jeremy. Yes.
Yes.
No, seriously, I really felt bad because what was I doing Friday night?
Yeah, where were you? I guess you had a hot date because you weren't
Drinking
on
blood?
comments.
Drinking blood?
I wish I did it. I wish I was on a date. Maybe
He
not. Maybe
doesn't
not.
even remember. He's like,
Yeah,
what
no,
was
seriously,
I
I
doing?
really can't even remember what I was doing that night.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, that's concerning.
I'm gonna have to. Wait, I'm gonna have to go.
Were
check
you
the mirror
were you
right now.
trading blood with a Megan Fox lookalike?
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and check the mirror.
Hey.
in the serial killer basement.
Oh.
Oh
God.
man, no,
It's,
I will. No, seriously though, I will watch the replay of it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Jill.
It's
I
okay.
would have been there in a heartbeat.
You can make it up to me.
Yeah.
It's a new concept of going with the 13th dimension. We're talking about the person behind what we see in the paranormal.
Yeah, he's doing a new way to know people.
Jeremy. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think about as far as scheduling for the covering month. Part of me wants to go back to cover like the Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare, like next week, but I'm liking the idea of covering Warm Bodies as well, because that's basically a zombie version, because essentially it's a zombie version of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's look at the calendar.
I like that.
Well, and Don, also as a reminder, Jill, I should probably tell you too. Unfortunately, I will not be able to be on Fear Fans at all next week because I have my passages meeting that night. That's next week because it's as a reminder, and I should probably just say it now. As a reminder, from this point on, every month, every third Tuesday of the month, I will not be able to be on the show because I have my passages meetings.
We can postpone it.
Or unless you guys want to postpone it.
The Warm Bodies, because we definitely want Nick on there.
Oh yeah, hey, here. How about this? How about on the 28th we can cover Warm Bodies?
That's fun.
So that way on the 21st, you like even if you miss it, it's not something you would not a movie you want to talk about it because it's going to be Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare.
Yeah.
Ready.
So if you're going to miss on one of them, I guess it'll be that one, the worst of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
I'm just going to, Don, Joe, I'm just going to say right now, I'm sorry.
You just don't want to talk about it. You just don't want to cover it.
Jeremy will cover.
I was just about to ask you that, Jeremy. I was just about to ask you, Jeremy, like if you would like to come on for next week when we cover Freddy's Dead Final Nightmare, feel free, man. I would love to have you back on the show. It's been too long.
Jeremy can cover for me, so thank you, Jeremy. Mainly because it has the deaf guy in it.
Oh yeah, that scene. Oh, seriously. Like there's way too much ridiculousness in Nightmare in Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, because the way I look at it this way, Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare marks Freddy Krueger's ultimate transformation. He has gone from serious and horrifying villain to ridiculous cartoon villain.
Yep.
That's what it is.
As hard as this is going to sound, I believe that's really the only Nightmare on Elm Street film I haven't seen. I've seen all the other ones except that one.
You haven't seen Freddy's Dead?
I just haven't had the chance. I mean, well, wait, no. Let me take part of that back. I've seen some bits and pieces of it. I just haven't seen the full movie.
You just haven't watched it all the way through. Okay, I got you.
I haven't watched it all the way through, so I've seen a few parts.
Okay, I hear you. But yeah, it's yeah, that movie is bad. Like pretty bad. This is like the lowest point of the franchise. Yeah.
That was in the
but,
1990s it came out, right?
1990. Yep, it was 1991. And I guess it is. I appreciated like the one of the things that I did like when they were like the cameos, even if they were pretty brief. It's like the only good thing about this film. Like it had Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold in one scene. There was Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Johnny Depp came back. And when they threw Johnny Depp in there, yes. And when they threw Johnny
No,
Depp in
what
that,
Jeremy said.
you had almost 30 years to watch it, no excuse. Yes.
I'm not making any excuses.
Yeah. And I gotta say, when Johnny Depp came on the screen, even though his cameo only lasted for 15 seconds, I was just like, at first when I saw it, I was just like, oh yes, Johnny Depp is finally back in the franchise. Please show us I could be entertained while watching this film. Then he's gone like that in 15 seconds. I was like, no, come back. We need you to make this movie great.
Don, you should just make like a SpongeBob title card. 15 seconds later.
Oh, 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, because you know I can do. Oh yeah, because you know I can do that voice, the French narrator. You know the guy who
do it.
Yep,
Do it.
It's the guy who says things on the cue cards like 2 days later.
That's a good one. You do it so much better.
Yeah. I first did that when that impression when we were watching The Return of the Living Dead, and I was just saying and I was saying stuff like, let's see. As Tina goes down the stairs to look for her boyfriend, she soon comes face to face.
I need you for voiceovers. And I need to save them.
When she will soon come face to face with pure terror.
Todd, you should do that also like when Kevin, if he ever makes that movie.
Watch it this weekend, refresh your memory. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. Yeah, because yeah, to me it's memorable. The film is memorable in all the wrong ways. Yeah, because this is a part where I feel like the story quality just hit all-time low. You know, characters that are forgettable. You know, it's
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, like there's another franchise that New Line Cinema had created in the early years, along with Nightmare on Elm Street, called Critters. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet, but
Yeah.
somewhere down the road, I would love to cover the first movie. Yeah, it's oh yeah, it had early performance of Billy Zane, and I just learned that Leonardo DiCaprio started it had his first ever film role in the third film. So
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, the hero and the villain of Titanic started with the Critters franchise.
Wow.
I know.
He's been in the news a lot lately, but we won't.
Yeah, he has been.
Go
It's
there.
not really the best news.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Yeah.
Wait, who hasn't been?
I can't see why not.
Wait, who hasn't
Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's been in the news a lot.
He's
I didn't
he's in a
It's
bad
because of his
spot.
model girlfriend.
Yeah, he's kind of in a bad spot as we speak.
Yeah. So I won't say anything else.
Yeah, because it's still we don't know what's true yet and what's false, so it's still under investigation. So yeah.
Oh,
Leonardo, if you're watching this, I wasn't Don who said that, it was me and Jill.
Right.
But then again, why would he be watching our show?
You never know.
okay. Okay.
He's just been in the news. Let's just say that much.
Yeah. I just looked it up.
He's set to star in a new Stephen King movie soon.
I don't know that one.
I can join you guys on Freddy's Dead next week if I get better Wi-Fi connection. Yes. Yeah, if you have better connection, I would love to have you on. Yeah, so
Was he?
yeah,
Was he? Sorry, no. I was just gonna say, was he using his phone or computer when he was on?
I think he was using a computer. I'm not sure.
The connection just kept disconnecting though.
Billy Summers.
Who's that? Oh, that must be what the movie's called, maybe.
Oh,
Could be,
okay.
yeah. Yeah. But yes, for my Bloody Valentine, what would you think was like what was your favorite kill of that the favorite death scene? Because they had a lot of gruesome ones there. Just oh man, like which one was most memorable? I mean, not favorite, but which one was like most memorable?
You're like, which messed up death is your favorite?
Yeah, I'm trying to phrase that differently. You know, like which one is like the one that you
Memorable.
always
Okay.
the one you
Don,
that,
I'm gonna have to think of over what you just said.
Which memorable death?
I mean, hey, like the show that hey that YouTube series Dead Meat's kill count. Hey, he puts up coolest kill. So like what he thinks is coolest kill. So hey, if you could do that.
I think
Well,
mine would be the shower, or you know
Yep.
how he runs the showers and
Yep.
then he kills her with the shower water.
Which death traumatized your brain? Oh Jesus. That's like the one way. That's one way I was putting it. Yeah, like which scene like can you knock it out of your head? Which one you will see in your nightmares? Which one is it?
I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the bartender's death.
Oh yeah, like especially the uncut version of that. Oh my god.
I changed my mind. I think the one that stayed with me more, like bothered me more, was the lady, her body being found in the dryer. Like that was,
Oh,
Mabel, yes, I remember
yeah,
that.
that was messed up.
That was insane. That was brutal.
although unfortunately, here's just one. There's just only one problem when it comes to favorite death scenes. For this movie, at least, we can't necessarily say which is the worst because if you remember, Don, there was that couple that when they were in the mine, and then when they were later found, the drill was put through them, and we
Mhm.
never saw the actual kill scene. And I'm looking for they had it in the trivia here. How is
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Let's see. Oh, here. I found it. It's Michael and
Harriet. Yeah, I just
Harriet.
found it. The
Michael and Harriet.
elaborate sequence showed the miner drilling an auger. I guess that's a type of drill into the couples they made love. The MPAA rejected the scene outright, and it was completely cut from the film, unlike the other murder sequences which were edited down. This scene, obviously being the only one, has yet to be restored on uncut releases of My Bloody Valentine. So they have not. That's the only scene that has never been released. Everything else has been released except that scene.
Mhm. Yeah, how can
Yeah.
you give an actual response if you can't even see all the scenes, the cut scenes?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll go on YouTube and see if maybe somebody uploaded it, but I have not. It's never been uploaded, so I have not seen it.
No, I haven't seen it myself either.
Did you guys also know too that Quentin Tarantino apparently says this is his favorite slasher movie of all time?
Oh.
I've read an interview about that.
Yeah, it's in the trivia here. It says that it's his he said he's named My Bloody Valentine as his all-time favorite slasher movie.
I feel like that's a subliminal message because it's like a Valentine's Day slasher and it's just thinking about all the ways you could off somebody on that day, I guess, for revenge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's even more amazing too, not only just in movies, but of course, even just that title, My Bloody Valentine, eventually inspired, obviously, and a shoegazing band from Ireland to use that same name. The band My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Don, you've heard some of their songs. I played some of their songs in the past when you've been over here. And we played
Yeah,
some
I
of
remember
the
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, bands from classic shoegaze Irish band from the 80s and early 90s, which in my opinion, their album Loveless, which was released in 1991, that's still been considered one of the greatest music albums of the 1990s, even though it's not as popular as it should be. I still consider that their best album. But strangely enough, Kevin Shields, the lead singer of that band, had said that apparently he was completely unaware that a 1981 Canadian slasher movie was using that same title. So I don't know if it really actually had inspiration for the band. Obviously, I think the title was just coincidence.
Could have been.
So no, he said he was completely unaware. that they were using that title from a movie. Although the band My Bloody Valentine did not form until 1985. So 5 years after the movie.
I see. Yeah. Oh, here. DJ Evan C says, my favorite kill is Happy, the bar owner,
Yep.
because it got the golden chainsaw on dead meats in kill count. Yes. Yeah, like Jill, if you don't in case you're wondering, yeah, like there's a YouTube channel called Dead Meats, where
I have
where
seen
this
it.
guy. Oh, you've seen
Yeah.
it. Okay, so James A.
Mhm.
Janice, he does all these kill counts. Yeah,
Mhm.
he
Yeah, I've seen
very
him.
oh yes, I've seen the show from time to time, talented man. And pretty funny guy. And yeah, he did give a golden chainsaw for coolest kill for that. And yeah, like well
Seems like
just thinking about his show, like I just think of like he's covered like so many films that I would love to cover on here. And during the summertime, I would love to cover Sleepaway Camp at one point.
yeah, Sleepaway Camp. And you know what? That too is having its anniversary. 1983, 40 years ago.
Man. Oh man, so many anniversaries now. Like I just mentioned earlier, Titanic. It's now at the 25th anniversary.
And then like I said, Beavis and Butthead. And then Sleepaway Camp. Warm Bodies.
Yeah. Oh, talk about a plot twist. Yes, this has a very
Yes.
surprising plot twist in the end. Yeah, we'll
It's
get
gonna
into
be
that one.
something we don't really ever talk about because it's pretty inappropriate. But unfortunately
Yeah.
for that movie, you kind of have no choice but to bring it up.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like
Yeah.
that's like one of the biggest things people talk about about that movie as far as that film. Yeah.
And you're right,
No one
Jeremy.
saw it
No
coming.
one saw that coming. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
considered. All I'm just going to say is, even though we usually don't say this kind of stuff, but we kind of have to when we get to that movie, all I'm just going to say for now is it is almost like considered one of the ultimate holy shit moments.
That's right. Yeah, and even like Robot Chicken took a crack at it at one point.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Oh my God! Someone remembered this movie and wrote a comedy sketch about it. Seth Green. That guy's pure comedy genius.
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those moments you really can't duplicate them. No, it can't. There's no way.
Yeah, that's right, Jeremy. Yeah, because a
someone
plot twist like that.
As someone who's worked on movies like that, I've tried and I can't.
Yeah, no, it's never gonna. It's the kind of thing that just came out of nowhere. No one expected it, and if somebody remade it, it's not gonna have the same impact.
Nope, not at all.
No way. Just like how in the ending of Psycho, that kind of plot twist, the kind of impact that had. It's like, oh man, it's crazy. Man,
Yeah.
if only
another moment of silence.
Yes.
Having a moment of
saying,
silence for the scene.
I'm just saying, if only M. Night Shyamalan can create a great plot twist like he used to, like for The Sixth Sense, that was brilliant. Like,
yep,
there was
Brilliant.
there was build up to it. Nobody saw it coming, and there was like circumstances surrounding it that makes it believable. I mean, like, but then, like as time went on, like the quality of his twists just started to go downhill. Like I saw Old, and yeah, I was kind of let down by that movie.
Old?
Yeah, Old.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan made that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. How come I've never heard of Old?
The island where the age progression's different.
It's a look that
Yeah, the
up.
age progression increases. Yeah, your whole life is like basically reduced to a single day.
It's like a whole anomaly, and they're yeah. I won't spoil it, I
Oh.
guess.
It's like if you're 6 years old and like about an hour later you turn like 10.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's huh. Oh, it features an ensemble cast too.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I have heard of I have heard of not a movie but a similar story that kind of does involve aging like that. Actually, in fact, it's a Clive Barker tale. You guys ever heard of the book called The Thief of Always?
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of that one?
Oh, here.
Hey Don, have you ever thought
About reacting to dead meats. I have thought of it, but thing is, I've watched just about all of his stuff, and like if I were to make a reaction video to it, to something that I've already seen, the reaction would maybe come off as fake. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to create a reaction video of something that I had already seen. Otherwise, it wouldn't be for real. So yeah, I do
So
apologize for that.
So have you guys ever heard of that story, the Thief of All Ace?
Not sure.
So long story short, because it's considered one of the best Clyde Barker tales that has yet to have been made into a movie. The story's been around for 30 years. It came out in 1992, and for many years they've tried making it into a film adaptation, but they've been unable to. The story about that is it's about this kid who, has a boring life, doesn't have that many friends. He just lives a normal life. He wakes up, goes to school, goes home, does his homework, and that's basically it. It's just a boring lifestyle that he lives in. And he discovers a supernatural entity that visits his house who tells him about this magical place called the Holiday House, which apparently is owned by Mr. Hood. And this house, despite looking like a very Victorian looking house, apparently it's been standing for over 1,000 years. And they say it's like every child's dream at this place. So he takes him over to the house and he meets these other two kids along with a caretaker. And it really is a dream come true. There's like all this great food for starters, but then it's like at night it's Halloween, and then in the morning it's Christmas. So instead of like waiting a full year, it's like every day. It's like you're finally, I'm going to get rid of that right now. Don, get rid of that comment that just showed up.
What? Oh, jeez.
Get rid of that.
Yes.
Oops, sorry.
Please don't click on it. Hang on.
No, I was trying to get rid of that.
Just don't click on it. It won't show it.
Oh, wait. Here. This is how you. Wait a minute. Why aren't the dots there? There are dots usually in comments, and. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to ignore it. I don't know why that's there. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
weird. But yeah, to make a long story short, so it's like every day they're having this fantastic. Instead of waiting a full year, they're having these holidays show up every day, and then they notice something unusual though. At the back of the house, there's this full lake with these giant fishes. And you really don't know what these fishes, like what they are representing or whatsoever, until they discover that when they try to go home, there's like this giant fog that's acts like a force field almost. Yeah. And it has these negative effects to anybody who crosses it. And then eventually we find out, Jeremy's, don't have that.
Okay.
So they find out later on that these giant fishes were previous kids that have been to the house. And have been they're prisoners. But to make matters worse, it's not just the fishes, though. This is where it kind of has a similar story to Olds. One of the kids does figure out a way of getting out of this house, like escapes the premises. But when he comes back to his home, he discovers that his parents, they're all elderly. It turns out every day that they stayed in the Holiday House it's a year. Every day is a year. So, like, if you spend like 30 days in the Holiday House, that's 30 years that pass by. So everybody's old, so he has to go back to get that fixed up. And you later find out, because again, it hasn't been made into a movie yet, he confronts Mr. Hood. Well, weird part is you never see him. Turns out, Mr. Hood, he's not in the house. He is the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
And he has these 4 creatures, including the supernatural figure, that are like representing like different meanings of darkness. They're like his siblings, I think, and they do his bidding. So it's a really cool story. So
I feel like I seen that sort of a similar story, but it was like that one show that came out last year, I think, with the real estate agency that's a paranormal investigating.
Yeah.
Real estate. I forgot the name of the show, but there's a similar thing where they go to these houses, to check it out and then to sell it for the owners. And there's a house like similar, like sort of where it has some kind of different warp time and illusions for you. Like you get trapped in there. And if you don't realize that you're in this house that has these powers, then you're trapped in there for eternity, or you just age and people just think you're missing. They don't know anything. But for you, like, it's like at the time is lapsed differently there, so they could be thinking that they're just there hanging out, but it's like years have gone by or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like with this movie. It's like every day that you're there, a year has passed. That's why it's like Halloween and Christmas, like every day.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting the full 365 days, it goes basically around in just a few hours.
Yeah.
I mean, the people inside the house are not affected by it. They don't have that aging process. But once they venture, it's the people beyond the holiday house that do have the effect. Who the hell is this that keeps commenting on the Twitch?
Just
some random person. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's just caught. It's just probably spam. Just ignore it.
Could be.
it's called Surreal Estate. That's what I was talking about on Sci-Fi. So I don't know if they've only had one season and how that went, but I remember watching that, and there's a house in there that's similar to that story.
Jeremy just posted this. Speaking of the girl from Sleepaway Camp, he found out she's in a movie called Silent Night, Zombie Night. What?
What?
Come on.
Oh man. Silent Night, Zombie Night.
Okay, now I gotta look that up.
I knew you would.
Because now curiosity's gone the better of me. Okay, I thought this was like a recent movie. This was from 2009. Yep, Felissa Rose, she's in it.
Yeah, Felicia Rose. Yeah. She's great.
Someone we have yet to have met in person.
Oh yeah.
What, she's in her early 50s now? Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was only 13 at the time of Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was, let's just say her scene was not even supposed to happen to begin with. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's usually extremely inappropriate, and usually someone would ban it, but this was just a scene that nobody could refuse because it was such an unexpected twist.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotcha.
What is with these moments of silence, damn it?
I think we're all thinking about something, but we're not saying it.
No, I just heard back from Jeremy. He took care of that issue we were having in the comments.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, sometimes you get trollers.
Yeah, trollers. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Trollers. But whatever.
It's very easy to make comments when you're anonymous.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh man, I was just looking at the weather. Yeah, it looks like I was right. It's supposed to be windy for the next few days and 90% chance of snow on Thursday.
Yeah. It's gonna rain all night. So yep. And let's see. It's supposed to rain. Let's see. It's supposed to snow the next day. So this weather's just fluctuating like crazy.
Your guys' weather's bipolar.
I know.
Hey, what's up, Angelo?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Angelo right now because today is his birthday, Valentine's Day.
Happy birthday, Angelo!
Happy birthday,
man! And hey, that video that you requested for the Jollibee commercials that focus on Valentine's Day, I got that posted. I sent the link to you. So yeah, he requested that I do that, Nick.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, you know about this fast food chain from the Philippines called Jollibee? They have all these uniquely made commercials, like with storytelling, like just not the kind of thing you would see every day as far as promoting fast food. So yeah, it's
I think we're getting one finally here, somewhere nearby here.
Oh,
if
nice.
Not Fresno, somewhere. Yeah, I know people were talking about it.
Yeah, they do. They opened one near me, like not recently, like just several months ago. But yeah,
Jeremy loves trolling the trolls.
Yep. That's the thing with trolls. Hey trolls, you troll us, we troll you right back.
That reminds me of just the way how you said that, Don. It reminds me of again another show like that. With the way You guys remember that show Home Improvement with Tim Allen in it?
Yep.
You guys remember that one?
Full-time girl.
Yeah, there was one episode where he had an argument with his brother, like at a hardware store, and the guy had like this accent. He's like,
Yep.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You throw your own brother out. He's like, I didn't throw anyone out.
Nice. Watch your reaction video. Thank you so much for the birthday request of a reaction to Jollibee Valentine's Day commercials. You're very welcome, Angela. Yes, happy to do it. And yeah. Oh, here. Thank you guys for all the birthday greetings. Hey, no problem, man.
You're welcome.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Here.
I was getting to DJ's
I would like to and love to do a FearFans podcast on The Purge from 2013 and its 4 sequels as well. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're getting close to like The Purge's 10-year anniversary. Oh, man. Like,
didn't you see that with us, Don? I can't remember.
Yep. I did. I was there. I saw that in theaters with you guys.
Do you remember the audience reaction when we were there? We have not seen anything like that since.
I know.
I did. I accessorized.
I know what Jeremy just said. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have anything with hearts. I'm sorry. Or I can't find anything.
Just realized her. Or let's put on. I was gonna say I just noticed her earrings do match her clothes, the outfit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
I would have wore hearts too, but I couldn't find anything right away.
Well, Jill, just so you know, I got some pink obviously up here with some of these lights.
Yeah. It's my favorite month. I mean, other than being our birthday month, we celebrate every weekend with cake.
Yeah.
And cake and ice cream.
Yeah.
There you go.
And otherwise, there's Super Bowl and there's Valentine's Day, and just celebrate. Have fun. Have fun with it.
Yep. Yeah, it's February is always a good time. And let's see. Oh yeah, it is 10-year anniversary. This year marks 10 years since The Purge. Yeah, that had Ethan Hawke and also Lena Headey, who played Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones. So it just feels so different seeing her with different hair. Yeah, like Cersei, yeah, with all that blonde hair, and seeing her with a completely different hair color in the movie, it's like, oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah. But I will say the one thing that stood out for me the most in that movie was the polite leader, like the guy who was just like saying with a smile, please just let us purge.
He just looked so decent and so patient.
I know. It's like
he was the only one that removed his mask too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and trying to make a mask the one guy wore. Never called. At least I don't think it did. Huh. Okay, Jeremy. Yeah. Wow. So to sum all this up, My Bloody Valentine, the original is just like a true cult classic that I always go back to every year. Yeah, I mean, Nick introduced me to. Yeah, because of Nick. Yeah, Nick introduced me to this film, and yeah, it's a film that I enjoy cherishing and going back to just to see, that uncut version, just for the shock value of it. It's just where it's just like, oh my god, they actually filmed something like that.
Yeah, why do you think I have this every year?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, if I wasn't here right now, where would you be without that movie?
Elsewhere. Yeah, like I use that response for certain questions. Like if somebody asks, well, where is this guy right now? And I'm like, elsewhere.
Oh, well, you know what? I got to point this out, though. Wait, what's that? He'd been on Valentine. Well, you know what? The other thing, too, I should point out is because we just found this out later that night, Don, after we watched it, that apparently, damn it, the night that we watched it was on the anniversary of My Bloody Valentine.
Of when the
movie
was
released.
Showing
it at the Logan Theater. We could have watched the damn movie in theaters.
Yeah. And you know what? There's another theater that opened up. Hang on. Let me pull this up here. Out in Wrigleyville. Here. It's called the Alamo. Yeah, here. There's this new theater that opened up. It's like a mix between movie theater and bar area. So it's called the Alamo Draft House. It says Film, Food, and Fun out in Wrigleyville. It's on Clark Street. They're showing like all kinds of movies out here. It's insane. Like not just new movies, but cult classics. Like, let's see. They're showing Possession from 1981. They're showing, let's see. Oh, they're going to show Cocaine Bear, of course.
Of course. You have to have Cocaine Bear.
They're still showing the Avatar. So I might consider going to that place. Like that place looks like fun.
See Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, I might go there to see Cocaine Bear, of course.
Crank with the bear.
Let's see. I'm looking at this. It says digital 4K with let's see, HFR capabilities. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm looking at all the features of this place, and I gotta say, I'm sold. I gotta go there.
Hmm.
Did you check the
So do they
price?
have like side tables where you sit at so you can order your drinks? You said it's like a bar theater.
Yep. Houses are equipped with. Let's see. Oh, here. Hang on.
What's the prices though? Like for tickets, Don?
A total of 372 seats in 6 theaters. I'll provide dine-in service brought to your seats by our ninja-trained wait staff. Yeah, I would leave this. Now I'm just picturing somebody dressed as a ninja just coming here, just bringing my food like that. Just
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
right to me.
Can you imagine like if you had those type of employees and then someone tried taking your food? I could see like that employee like whamming right in the face.
Oh, here. Hey, Don, can you react to Death Battle between Optimus Prime and Gundam? Because that's also my favorite, and I'm a Transformers fan. Sure thing. I just have one Death Battle request that's right in front of that one from another fan of mine, a recent fan. But we'll get to that. I'll put that on my schedule. And let's see. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Standalone cocktail bar called Video Vortex, which is the style of 80s and 90s, and also serves as a place of worship for all things VHS.
Oh,
Let's
Nice.
see. Video Vortex features 32 beers on tap with a focus on thriving local craft scene. Video Vortex has 11,000 DVDs and Blu-rays available for rent for free for all customers. So you could. I'm guessing this is like one of those places where you can reserve a theater, pick out one of their movies that they have there, and just screen it there.
ninja waitresses. Well, think of this way: if someone tries to get fresh with them, they might be carrying a katana, side nunchucks, or bow.
Yeah, they're just like, that's what those pervs get.
Or they're just
And-
dressed in cosplay.
And he
Serving
finally
you.
saw the trailer for Cocaine Bear.
Well, hey, regardless, man's always got to respect the women out there, always.
Damn,
You
that
just saw it? I've been seeing the trailer.
I've been seeing the commercials for it.
I've been seeing
Yeah.
commercials and trailers for like weeks now. And
I
you're
know,
just-
forever.
yeah.
It's just still hard to believe it's based on some true events, though. The
I
real
know.
event, though, was not exactly how they portray it in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, there is this one killer animal movie called Rogue, which was heavily exaggerated because the crocodile in real life didn't kill anybody. It just attacked a few boats in the Australian outback.
And I know I brought this movie up before, and I know it's really bad, but it's still worth bringing up anyways. That movie Primeval, dealing with Gustav the alligator,
Ooh,
which
Crocodile.
Crocodile, which even in real life they do claim that he's claimed over 300 victims. He is actually regarded as a cryptid, so maybe at some point, maybe I'll do a slideshow on the real story of Gustav.
Oh no, yeah, Gustav was way worse than Sweetheart. That's the name of the crocodile in Australia, Sweetheart, because Sweetheart didn't kill anybody. It just,
Yeah.
The thing is, Sweetheart, once they captured that crocodile, it actually drowned accidentally during transport. So now its body is stuffed and put on display at a museum. And I forgot where exactly in Australia, but it is there on display.
And as far as Gustav goes, supposedly in 2019, someone reported that they had shot and killed Gustav, but his body has not been recovered, and they haven't even. It's not even revealed who it was that killed him. So the fact is, we don't even know if Gustav actually is dead because he has been shot before. I mean, he's known. The real Gustav actually has 3 bullet scars.
Oh yeah,
on his body. So unless they use like a rocket launcher or something like that, I don't think a normal shotgun or something would have killed Gustav. It could have most likely been just a separate crocodile that
could have been
probably killed and assumed it was Gustav, while the real Gustav has, escaped. So honestly, I'm not fully convinced that unless the body is shown, I'm not fully convinced that Gustav is dead. I think he's still alive out in
Yeah, because
Africa.
I mean, Gustav, people have been trying to kill him for years, so it doesn't surprise me that he has a bunch of bullet scars on him because those, with how big he is, that hide that he has on his back has to be super thick.
Yeah, and he's very, and even to this day, he's still greatly feared by the people and the locals in that area of Africa. So they don't mess around when it comes to Gustav. He's
I was
very
thinking,
much
like Lake Placid. Like, what if there's babies of him or something left behind?
Oh man,
he's in he was in the Nile River, also on the banks of the Ruzizi River, I think, and also on the northern shores of Lake Tanganyika. I guess that's how you say it. That's where he roams, and that's in the.
And I hope that he doesn't leave behind babies like in Lake Placid. Otherwise, we're gonna have terrible CGI crocodiles on our hands.
Yeah, I mean, I even found there's even a real picture of Gustav that was taken, ironically enough, by someone involving National Geographic, and you could see. Well, it's kind of hard to see, but you could see the bullet scars on him.
So sorry about that Wi-Fi connection. I gotta go, assuming we stay alive. Yes.
Bye, Evan.
It was great having you on here, Evan.
Good night, DJ.
Yep.
Really quickly, Jeremy has it right. From what I heard, the bear was dead when they found it. So yes, most of the movie is completely fabricated.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that the real bear died.
Yeah, the bear died after a few hours.
Yep. Oh yeah, like the funniest thing we've seen recently involving a bear in movies. Nick, you know what I'm gonna say here. There's this we've been talking about how bad like Wicker Man is, but there was like the most unintentionally funny moment of all time where Nicolas Cage is dressed up in a bear suit and just punches out a woman. Yeah, because this woman was part of that cult that was about to commit a sacrifice, so he was going up to stop it. It's like, oh my god. And I the only thing that's funnier is just like my Nicolas Cage impression, like in that scene, just being like, "Mama Bear says knock you out."
It's hard to believe that Cocaine Bear is also going to be released on the day of my birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, really quickly, this won't take long. The inspiration so just so everybody gets the idea of I know I said it before, but I'll read it quickly. Film is inspired by the real story of a 175-pound American black bear that died after ingesting a duffel bag full of cocaine in December 1985. The cocaine had been dropped out of an airplane piloted by Andrew C. Thornton II, a former narcotics officer and convicted drug smuggler, because his plane was carrying too heavy a load. Thornton then jumped out of the plane with a faulty parachute and died. The bear was found 3 months later in northern Georgia alongside 40 open plastic containers of cocaine.
Oh my God.
The bear is now currently on display at the Kentucky Fun Mail in Lexington, which named the creature Cocaine Bear in 2015.
They should make a movie about all of that, because that's just like a curse waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, it even says here the film's plot differs from real life events in a number of ways. Obviously, notably, the real life Cocaine Bear is not known to have killed anyone after consuming drugs, and what transpired in the time leading up to its death from overdose is unknown.
Wow.
Oh, there's actually a picture of the. Actually, here.
What?
Show this. They have a picture of the bear on display. So what? I have the picture right here.
Okay.
This is what it looks like today at the Kentucky Museum. That's the real bear.
Aww.
Oh.
It's not even that big.
K for cocaine. No, just kidding.
I like how they put a hat on, almost like representing it as Smokey in a way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not even that.
Sad.
It's smaller than the one they're using in the movie.
Yep.
Seriously, 7 tabs.
Yep. He's just going around looking for cocaine in all the picnic baskets.
You know what? It kind of makes me wonder, though, why would they because he says looks like Smokey. No, I think there's a reason why they call him Smokey.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's basically Cocaine Bear is basically attacking everybody because he's been looking for more of that stuff, and he's
Smoking
he's looking for more of that stuff, and he's already checked all the picnic baskets.
And he's smoking it. That's what he's called Smokey for.
Oh Jesus.
Oh
my God. Yeah, so anyway, I hate to say this, but we gotta wrap this up. Because
it's getting late.
Yeah. So My Bloody Valentine is like, man, it's a kind of thing you have to see to believe. Yeah, like especially the uncut version. That is like super brutal.
I need to
gotta
see
watch
the
the
uncut.
uncut version.
Oh yeah.
What's that, Joe?
I need to see the uncut.
Oh yeah.
I only saw the TV edition.
That's right. You did mention that. Yes.
I'll send it to you.
For sure. Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Nick, thank you Jill for joining us, and also even if it was pretty brief, DJ Evan C, thank you for joining us in the beginning, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And
wait, I was going to say my announcements that I make. I know I said this last week, and I was really angry that I couldn't do it last week. I know I said I was going to be bringing back Nick Files last week. I'm sure you guys wondered what happened with that. Turned out Facebook was down for a little while, and I wasn't able to set up the studio to get the show running. And by the time that Facebook was finally back up, it was only a few minutes to the show. So I was frustrated, but I couldn't do it. But I now know for sure, and I really hope it doesn't happen again. Tomorrow for sure, Nick Files will be on. And on the bright side of things, the presentation of the Enfield Poltergeist is now officially complete. It's all done. So that is kind of a good thing that I did wait a week to finish this up. So it's done. This presentation, I'm telling you guys, it's huge. I mean, this is probably going to be the slideshow that's going to be possibly rivaling my Amityville horror presentation. It's a big one. There might be 3 parts coming out of this. I don't know. So that's what's going to be going on for tomorrow, and then for To the Grave and Back on Thursday with me, Lois, and Rosie. See, again, I thought we were supposed to do a show last week. Turned out we were actually on holiday, so there was no show last week. But this week we are going to do a show. Understandably, since today's Valentine's Day, we're going to be focusing on the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. So looking forward to that one. Supernatural talk. There is no guest. It's just going to be open mic chat. I think we're going to, I don't want to say, on Jeremy's behalf, I don't want to say it out loud just yet, unless he says he wants me to, but we're going to have a certain conversation about something that needs to be discussed. And then Friday, okay. All right. Jeremy says it. Guys, actually I should, okay, well, since he said no, I can. I hate to tell you guys this, but did you guys know there was another accident that occurred at Jeremy's former workplace? Did you guys hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there was a construction worker there was a vehicle that backed up, and I think it was close to, if I'm correct, Jeremy, correct me if I'm wrong, it was close to the machine that caused Jeremy's accident. And I'm really sorry to say this, but this guy, this construction worker, he was not so lucky. He was killed.
Oh, terrible.
And to make matters worse, that's actually only the 3rd accident. Jeremy then also revealed that there was a second accident that occurred. Actually, I think it was about a month after Jeremy's initial accident. This time it was the first involving a woman. I mean, she thankfully lived. This time she thankfully lived too, but she lost one of her fingers to the machine. So that is 3 accidents that have been occurring at this place. So as a result, Jeremy corrected me. Thanks, Jeremy. No, it was a construction vehicle that ran over a construction worker. Okay. Yeah, he was on his phone too, by the way, as a word of note. But either way, 3 accidents have occurred at 3 accidents in 14 months since Jeremy's accident and now this one. And what's even more unsettling is that this accident, it occurred, I know they're an hour later. It occurred at 11:30 a.m. That was around the time I got up that morning, 10:30 a.m. over here. So it was kind of unsettling. You wake up in the morning while at the same time someone else is ran over and killed. So yes, 3 accidents, 14 months. It's likely the same construction company and the same company that worked on the machine that blew up on him. So because of these accidents, we're going to be talking about that on Supernatural Talk. So it was kind of a shock. And finally, for Frighteners on Friday, this will be really interesting to talk about. We're going to be doing an autism awareness episode. So, and also for the first time too on Frighteners, I don't know if you guys have probably seen the chat. Frighteners not only is still broadcasting on Simply Spooky Network, they are officially part of the Things Network family. So this will be their first time broadcasting here on the Things Network this Friday.
All right.
So that's all I got to say. Didn't mean to make that long, but after when Jeremy told me to say that I could say about it, I thought that was something you guys should know about.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So hope everybody enjoyed the show. And again, happy Valentine's to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Joe, for being with me on this. And so that's all I got for this episode. Everybody take care, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.